Next day, bro.
Right about now, I know y'all digging this, so just turn up your radio. About to bring it. So just turn up your radio wherever you at. We about to bring it. So just turn up your radio wherever you at. We about to bring it.
Yeah, instead of P365. I hear that. My ears perk up. YouTube and shit when there's a podcast going. By the way, oh, never mind. But yeah, no, I my brain shut off.
What's really good?
Really good.
What's really good? What's really good?
What's up, everybody?
He's back with a brand new rap, and I don't mean rap as a new case of trauma.
You probably couldn't hear anything that you just said.
Good, because I didn't want some of those words to be heard.
Baby.
You fucking Donnie, you little wild doorbells.
So Stone's back. After a couple weeks off.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter though because he still watched She-Hulk and Rings of two episodes of Rings of Power.
I was here for the first watch party.
Yeah.
Did you watch it?
I did.
You did.
I watched it yesterday.
Did it do anything for you? As far as like first episode was
dull,
utter shit. The second one was
better.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So was the third one?
So let's just talk about Rings of Power
right.
then.
No, that's good. It's good.
Segue. Yeah, baby.
Oh, the house is falling down.
House was coming down, brother.
The Nazgul in here. Yeah. So, Rings of Power episode 3, a little bit better than episode 2 in my opinion. Definitely had
Say
some.
A little better.
Yeah.
Sick.
It's getting
I'm
a
here
little
for
better. There are. See,
It's not insufferable.
No,
But
not like the first episode. The
I still
first
find it
episode
very
was dull.
comical.
Yeah,
A lot of
there's a lot of.
Did you do a watch party for it?
No, we didn't.
No,
Not,
okay.
So at least me and Mike this past week were working evenings. There was just no
that's
way.
right. That's right.
There was no way
Yeah.
we were able
Sorry,
to do
we
a
can't
watch
work
party.
when kids are in school.
Yeah, exactly.
Elbow drop in the forehead. They're not school anymore. They're not.
And even when we are there, they're there from 5 to 7. So
Yeah.
yeah,
Keepers.
fucking-
Parent teacher or
they had
back to school night.
Yeah,
Yeah.
so stupid.
Principal yelling at people.
Literally,
Assistant principal, but yes,
yeah.
did not like us.
That high
working.
horse was that high for an assistant principal?
Yeah.
Knock you down off your little pedestal, lady, man, sir,
Dumb.
ma'am. It doesn't matter.
Yeah.
Don't be a turd.
Um,
As simple as that.
but yeah, so episode 3 was definitely a little bit better. The thing that I guess that's bothering me in Rings of Power is that we're in the 3rd episode. Each episode is 3 hours.
3 hours long.
Jesus, can you imagine?
You got so
No.
many
Can you
fucking
imagine?
Return of the
No.
King movies in this.
But yeah,
Or
so
was that Two Towers that was the longest?
Return of the King was
Return of
longer.
the King
King,
is
yeah, okay.
4:15,
Yeah.
something like
Yeah.
that.
Yeah,
Snyder cut.
the Snyder cut,
Yeah, yeah.
It's the Snyder cut for
the
Lord of the
Sauron cut,
The Adar cut.
the Halbrand cut.
The Nori cut.
Oh no, that should be half as long
God. The
and
fuck-
unintelligent.
yeah. So the main problem that I have with Rings of Power right now,
Have you still not seen a ring?
well,
Well,
there
no.
is no rings this season, so like they're not gonna make the rings
There will not be a
this
ring.
season. Yeah,
Just got to give you the backstory. That's also not true.
it's pretty much that.
Was
yeah.
that said out loud?
So my biggest problem is that we're 3 episodes in and they're still building like new characters up throughout. Like so
Right.
like by the third
They're still working on the 26 character lines that they fucking mentioned.
yeah, they're like in this episode there's new characters and new motivations and new this and new that, and I'm like, dude, I can't keep track of all your fucking characters. I just
Yeah.
I it's too much. It's too
We have
much.
a seal door now.
Dude, when
Yeah, we
they
were-
name dropped him, I literally was like, big sigh. I was.
That's where I was like, I'm
was
trying to figure out what the
"Why
deal is
this
here?"
motherfucker in here.
Yeah.
Why? Well, it timeline wise makes sense.
It does.
He's a Numenorian.
Uh huh.
They live for a long fucking time.
Okay.
Like when we see Aragorn in Return of the King,
Mhm.
he's close to 90 years old.
Gotcha. Okay.
So, makes sense. I get it. Fucking stupid, though. I don't want to see young Isildur. We already know the outcome of him. He's a garbage human being, and he keeps the ring. and
That's
then
the ring into the fire.
And yeah. No, it's mine. Yeah, so we all know that he's a bitch-ass motherfucker, and he uses a quarter of a blade to cut off Sauron's hand, and then he keeps the ring for himself. Man, I wish we had our, what is his fucking name? The guy who plays Elrond. Hugo, right? No.
Hugo Weaving.
Yeah, Hugo Weaving. I wish he was in this, dude. It's Isildur! Destroy it!
Yeah. Well.
Yeah, so we all know Isildur's a loser ass human being that gets shot in the back with an arrow and then dies in a fucking river because he's
Yep.
a bitch. So
But
so yeah, like his character just amounts to nothing to
why
me.
and what whispered to him on the boat? Did you remember that? He
It would
like
be-
looked
it
at
would
the
be-
island.
It would be Sauron.
It was a woman's voice, I guess, but it was a little weird. It was just
Oh, really?
yeah. And why would Sauron whisper to him unless he knows the future and
Well,
knows
he-
that he will cut his
He
hand off?
does. He well, there so like it's just like how in the Fellowship movie where Galadriel shows Frodo a mirror with potentially the future, the past, the present.
Potentials, yeah.
Well, yeah, and the same thing applies to Sauron. Like, Sauron doesn't know that Frodo's gonna eventually Mount Doom and throw a ring in the fucking mountain.
No, but like what I'm saying is like, so if Sauron knows that there's a potential future in which he's reaching out to grab this guy, and he gets his hand cut off or whatever.
Oh,
maybe when that's
I don't think he knows that either. I think
so. That's where. How would he be whispering Isildur's name?
Because how do I explain this in like Tolkien language? Because the heart of all men are weaker than like dwarves and elves. They're the most, I guess you would say, like impressionable. So like if you're evil, men are kind of easy to
manipulate.
Yeah, and like influence, I guess you would say.
Okay.
So and because Isildur is basically like king heir kind of stuff, Sauron is reaching out to him because of his position. So if he can influence him young and corrupt him younger, it would be just like how Saruman corrupts Theoden of Rohan in the Two Towers, where he's like, "You have no power here, God of the Grey." Yeah.
Isn't that because he also had Wormtongue there, and he was partial into that influencing? And all
Wormtongue is I guess you would say, like the amplifier, the battery to the magic that's being, like, basically it's like a possession. And
I just thought like Wormtongue's in there, he's like casting little spells.
It's basically he's like a I don't know how to explain it. He's like a power box.
Just a node.
Yeah. To like because he's with Sauron and like is working with him. So, yeah. So because Grima is there and influencing Theoden, is easy for Saruman to
I just thought of something. Remember when we were playing Destiny and I had it on, I wasn't watching it, and I was like, yeah, there's 3 people on screen right now. I don't know who they are, but it looks like they're supposed to be main characters or whatever.
Yeah.
That was Isildur, his dad and the sister. So on the rewatch, when I watched it, it was like the dude wants to take a year off from college or before he goes to college. I was like, what the fuck is this?
I know.
I thought I'd take a deferment or whatever.
Yeah, and his dad's like, what?
Yeah.
Why? And he's just like, I don't know.
I want to travel. I want to see Europe. And then his sister's like,
that capital.
"Oh, there's a letter for you," or somebody said there's a letter for his sister. And she's like, "Oh, I got into Yale."
Yeah. That's I remember that.
What?
So I remember. So I didn't know that was Isildur until the dad was like,
"Isildur told you?"
Yeah. Isildur do that, and I'm not even kidding. I rewound it 10 seconds and I was like, "What did you just say?" and then it happened again, and I was like, "No. What did you just say?" And I put the subtitles back on.
Yeah, and
I was like, "You did just say Isildur." Wow.
Yeah.
I was like, "Come on, man."
I heard it when they were on the boat, and like he got whisked up. Yeah, exactly.
Up.
Isildur.
No.
Cast it to the fire. But
destroy it. No.
Yeah, when he was lifted up, or like whoever was like holding the rope. Somebody was holding the rope and then got lifted into the air, and I remember them saying Isildur then, and that's what I was like, what?
I think it's the first time you ever got her downstairs that quickly. Without a fight. What a little goof.
But yeah, I was
like that.
dumb boat scene, getting lifted up.
Another boat scene that was dumb?
Oh yeah.
There's definitely dumb scenes in there.
I wanted to see that dude
because of Falcon and Captain America.
Oh, yeah.
I wanted to see that dude holding onto the rope just get yoinked into the sky. Like,
yeah.
Nope.
I wanted the worm to come back and just kill everybody.
Would have been cool.
Yeah. My main problem with the show is that I'm like, I can't keep track of all your fucking characters. There's too many storylines going on right now. And, yeah. And your main character is just such a fucking
Insufferable.
asshole and so stupid, and I hate her. And I think the acting for her, like the girl who portrays Galadriel, I think she does good. It's just like her motives and the way that she acts towards people and stuff. To
It's
me,
the way she's written, right?
yeah, like to me, I'm like, dude, you're thousands of years old.
Yeah.
Why are you acting like a 12-year-old all the time?
We need ships. Oh, you got nothing. But we gave you everything from the elves. You should just give me a ship and safe passage to Middle Earth.
Yeah, we gave
Well,
you this place.
We don't want to.
Well, you'd have nothing without the elves.
Yeah.
Why are you talking like that? You're thousands of years old.
And it takes this dude that just met her and saved her on the boat to be like, hey, how about let's not piss all these people off
No.
as soon as we get here?
Yeah, and this
And he
that
tries to talk like 4 times, starts saying something, and she's like, cut him off.
Yeah.
No, fuck you, dude.
yeah. That's
You know nothing.
that's what I'm saying is like in this show, like Galadriel, in my opinion, is the least likable character in the entire series so far.
And that's the fucking front runner of the goddamn show.
That's the show runner.
I don't know. I'd say like ekes ahead of guy, Fallen Star Man.
I mean,
Fallen Star Man.
yeah. I mean, for me, to be honest, he's forgettable.
He's not a character yet.
I don't
He said
care
one
about
word.
what's happening with him. I really don't. Like, and I said this to you before we went live, but like literally everything with the Harfoots, I don't give a fuck. I hope they all die. I'm not kidding. I want them
You said
all
you liked
to
them
die.
for the episode, like episode 2.
No, I like the dwarves.
The dwarves,
in
yeah, not the
episode 2.
Harfoots.
Well, you
Harfoots.
said the Harfoots didn't piss you off as much as you thought they would.
Well, if
No,
that,
I think we collectively loved the fucking dwarves in episode.
Oh, yes.
Yeah,
yes,
yeah.
dwarves for
Yeah,
sure.
Especially because there's a lady dwarf without a beard, but still bubbly.
She bubbly.
yeah, I
She's
liked
awesome.
her.
No
Um,
dwarves in this episode.
No.
No Elrond either.
No,
Not 3.
Okay.
dwarves are Elrond
No, not
in
3.
this one.
But you said it was still good. So
So to me, I felt like the pacing of the episode was better. I
Yeah.
wasn't bored during the episode. Like,
it's still an hour, right?
yeah.
Okay.
Um.
I'm gonna watch that on like 2 times speed.
So yeah, like yeah.
I didn't know they were that fast. Holy shit!
Again, the stuff with the Harfoots is just so stupid, and I hate them, and they're boring, and they're dumb.
So that scene with the walking and all that,
Yeah.
when it started and it was all ominous music and all that, I was interested. I was intrigued. I said, what the fuck is going on? There's like this weird like alligator mask things that they're wearing and whatever. And then you start hearing that like fantasy jungle
Yeah.
track, and then it transforms into some happy music, and then them doing a little chant
Yeah.
walking. I was like, what just happened tonally? You had me so
So-
intrigued as far as what was happening, and now it's like, nope, now we're just playing around.
Yeah.
I was this kid.
They have a weird ass
Bad.
a weird ass scene where the Harfoots are migrating for some fucking reason. They don't really tell you why.
No.
I would only assume, since from what I heard in episode 2, the one lady was like, "We need to get the fuck out of here." To the older black guy, what's his name?
Couldn't tell you.
Yeah,
Couldn't tell you hate
forgettable.
him.
He's so
his
dumb.
She was trying to
name's dumb.
convince him that they had to leave, so they're like nomads.
Yeah,
Because they haven't settled down in the Shire yet.
correct. There is no Shire yet.
Right.
Yeah.
Well, that's the whole point of the migration. Whereas, like, I don't understand why you're
Let's
migrating.
find a final place to just do our thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I think it kind of chalks up to be
think it's
is
gonna boil
is
down to
that they in general they're like, we haven't found our home yet.
This place doesn't
Let's just
feel like
continue
home.
to look or whatever. And
I guess.
yeah, so it's this stupid chant that they start saying while they're walking around, and it's like, nobody walks off trail.
Nobody
gets
walks
left,
alone.
yeah,
nobody
walks
goes
alone.
off
It's the
trail,
same
and
thing they
nobody
do
walks alone.
for the army, dude. It's got to build morale, so you just sing songs while you
But see,
So-
march and run.
I made a new chant for the show that I will sing in place of this one, and it's nobody watches the show. Nobody gives a fuck. That's what it is. So from now on,
That was
anytime
very creative.
anytime that I see
Very
the
creative.
Harfoots, I will be singing out loud.
nobody gives a fuck.
Yeah, nobody watches
That's
the
like
show.
our title today is Nobody Goes Off Trail and Nobody Likes the Show.
Is that the title?
Lovely.
That's what I
Hell yeah.
So, you know,
But so that was the whole thing when we were watching that part and they're all marching and all this. I'm watching it going, they're migrating right now. They're doing their migration. This is how they do it.
yeah.
And then 2 seconds later, you learn, nope, this is practice for tomorrow. Tomorrow's the migration.
Yeah.
We're just having a celebration and practicing.
That made
Which
me
is-
mad.
Yeah,
Like,
which is really
what?
stupid.
That just made me mad.
What the fuck is
It's like they're
this?
practicing walking.
Nobody goes
Yeah,
off trail.
literally they
Fucking
are.
go find a goddamn yellow brick road.
Oh, and if you fall behind, you left. They leave you. You're fucked.
Mike,
They
talk
don't
about-
care.
The best kind
Talk
of people.
more about it. I'll be right back.
Sure. So,
Again?
so they
I didn't even get my turn.
so yeah, it's great. They have that little dance around thing, and then oh wait, wrong one. There we go.
Ruh-roh.
Row. Here we are. So they're dancing around all this stuff, and then they have this thing where everybody gets in a circle and they start going
Jerking each other
over.
off.
Yes, no. They start going over all the people that they have left behind and how they've died. Right? So this one guy.
Why did you?
Well, that's how they're honoring their left behind, right?
Right.
So he goes over 2 people or whatever. He said the one got buried in snow, da da da. Another one, I forget what
help
happened.
Him out?
Huh?
Couldn't just help him out.
Well, no, they can't. So then,
Not allowed to help my.
you leave them behind,
people.
and then we
I'm
toasted
allowed
them.
to leave you there like a piece of shit, but I can't help you.
Nope.
Can't tie a rope
Nope.
around you. And,
Nope.
You know,
Nope, can't help. Gotta leave them behind.
that is.
So then Nori's
stupid.
friend, the other little girl.
Sure. Yes.
So as he's saying these people, he says like 2 people and how they died, and then he says, I guess it would be her father, the name, right? And you're waiting to hear how he died, and then he says the mother's name, and then he says a brother's name and a sister's name, and it's like they all died in a landslide, other than her. And I'm like, oh, they killed her whole family. Like it was brutal. And then the next one he says is this is the mage guy is doing all the thing. He says, I would assume would have been his wife's name because it was his last name, whatever it is, and just go da 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 wolves. So I guess she got eaten by wolves.
shredded.
The next person he says, he goes bees, and everybody starts laughing. They're like, yeah, he was an idiot, but we loved him, and they're all laughing at this one dude who got killed by bees. And I'm like, wait, this
Bro,
doesn't
my man
make.
was extremely allergic, and y'all are just gonna put him out there like that?
They didn't care. They didn't care.
Well,
So
also the bees to them are a little bigger.
like huge stingers. Like, oh, God.
Just got hit by a dildo launcher.
Oh, God. Yeah. Craziness. So while all this is going on, our mystery sky man. Oh, I forgot to mention.
Is that not Gandalf?
Well, we don't know yet. I'm
People
saying
are
it
always
definitely is.
speculating.
I think it's Gandalf, but we'll see.
I mean, are you gonna be mad if it is?
I don't really care.
Me either.
I just at this point, the show it's
I
doing
know,
what
I
it's
think
doing.
Tyler will be.
Oh yeah, for sure. It would make more sense, I think, if it would be like Radagast or somebody that's not like
Yeah.
Gandalf. But before they did
man.
the circle thing or whatever, Nori stole some paper from the mage
book?
guy. Yeah, from the book.
Was it the book with the stars and shit? on it?
Exactly,
Okay.
and it had the star pattern
Yeah,
that
yeah,
the one
yeah.
dude. So she
Dude,
stole it.
Orion's belt looks great in the show.
Stole the
It's the biggest of
pages.
dippers.
Gave it to Yelling Man
Yeah.
and was like, all right, we got to go to this festival thing, so you figure this out or whatever. And so dips. So while everybody's doing the circle thing, he's trying to read the paper and he sees the stars. He's like, oh, God.
He
And-
can't read good.
he can't read good. He also doesn't know what fire does because he's like holding it into the fire, and then the page catches on fire, and he starts going,
I didn't just fall in a fucking meteor.
That wasn't hot. It wasn't hot fire when he fell. But this fire is hot, and it's
Spits no
burning
hot
this
fire.
page. And he starts, like, instead of trying to put the fire out, he's just waving the page around, going,
Just
"Ugh!"
Make it catch fire more. Nice.
And then basically causes a ruckus, and then everybody sees him. And they're like, oh my god. And then he says his first word, Nori. It's the only word he knows. And so now everybody knows that she was involved in it or whatever. And they're like, all right. Well, they were like, dude, you broke the rules. You brought an outsider in here. You've engaged with them. You got to be gone. You got to be
I
exiled.
leave.
And they were like, no. Because then the mage guy was like, she's just a girl, though, so mistakes happen.
Okay, so
But now...
just don't get left behind.
Ah,
in
but see, that's the
migration
thing.
trail.
Because there was a plot line with the father who broke his ankle, whatever, and then the mother can't really move all that well, and they were already having fears of being left behind. But then the father secured a spot at the front of the line, which means you're less likely to get left behind because you're at the
Right,
front of
you're
the line.
also technically leading.
Well, I wouldn't say the front,
You got-
but
I mean,
either way.
you
he was-
got the set pace.
But now, as a punishment for everything that happened, this mage dude says, now you're at the back of the line.
Nori is.
Nori's family. Not just Nori, Nori's family. Now you're at the back of the line. And the dad goes, the back? You mean like the middle? And the guy's like, no, the back. Brilliant writing.
Understand.
It was great.
English.
Understand Harfoot. Everybody speaks the same language, but
Fucking apparently.
it's just insufferable how it was portrayed. Like I said, you're going to the back. You mean the middle? No, the back. Fuck off, dude. I don't know. Dumb stuff.
Again, I can't stress it enough. The Harfoot stuff is really dumb.
An abomination.
Painful.
Yeah. So,
And then comes to
nobody
the end of the
watches show.
episode, the migration
Nobody
starting,
gives a fuck.
their cart breaks or whatever, and they're like, oh no, what are we gonna do? And then here
Roll
comes
it downhill.
Giant Man, and he picks it up. You go, I guess I'll help you guys.
Yeah, and then Nori's like,
See, we help him,
and then he helps us.
This is how we'll keep up with everybody.
Why?
I don't understand why the
Come on,
tribe
up here.
is cool with keeping this dude around. I just don't
I
know.
guess from their perspective, he's like, yeah, I got a broken ankle. My wife is real lame.
Nori's family, yes. I'm talking about the tribe as a whole because they're still migrating. They're like, dude's coming with us, man.
And they ain't even around when that happens.
That's
they don't
true.
even know what the fuck's going on.
They should just start their own
this
shire.
giant guy just got the wagon on his back. He's like, all right, let's go, everybody.
No.
Literally been up here for
No,
3 seconds.
This dog.
It didn't take long. No. Yes, I would love to. Oh, no, I don't want to.
And she lays down.
Nope.
Gonna cause a ruckus in about 10 seconds.
T-minus 10. 9. Oof.
We should
So-
get a bark counter in the bottom screen.
Yeah, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
That would be funny.
So yeah. In regards to the Harfoot stuff, I'm just not interested. They
Yeah.
haven't done anything with any of those characters that have made me
Care.
want to care. If guy is Gandalf, I'm done. I'm fucking done.
You won't find out until season
There
3.
is no way that dude is Gandalf Graham, the myth or whatever the fuck.
It just might be.
No, I refuse to. That's no.
Hashtag not my Gandalf.
Yeah, sir. You took the words out of my mouth.
I know
bud.
you because you said it enough.
It's just not. It's not it. It's like Ryan Johnson's rendition of Luke Skywalker. That is not Luke, dude.
No.
Sorry. Like, it's not. Good try, though. Like, you know?
No, I can't even say good try.
I mean,
I can say that.
you casted Mark Hamill, so that's about as good as it gets. I don't care about what's going on with them. I do want to focus a little bit on the positives of the show. Literally,
I did not entice this at all.
I was gonna say, literally, such a brat. Just
What are you
demanding
doing?
attention.
He's hugging you.
Look at you.
Well,
No, don't you start.
All right.
Come up here.
God, dude. Go away. Go.
Ooh.
Go. Yeah, well.
Don't fucking
Don't even
side
do it.
eye me.
Yeah, I was
I know,
gonna say,
right?
good lord. Every Sunday now. Anyway,
The positives.
any
the
given
positives of the episode for me was for sure the orc camp. Like the orc camp for me was the best part of the episode.
I'll agree it was the best part. Still thought it was dumb, but
yeah. I mean, for sure. I mean, you know,
Yeah, it still sucked.
but
it was the best part.
like it was, to me, it was action packed. Thought that was cool. I like how the orcs are basically enslaving elves to dig for them and stuff like that. As well as I liked
That was like something an orc would do.
the elves that are trapped there are in the process of trying to figure out like an escape plan. And I liked the, I don't even know what I'm trying to say, like the teamwork of them. Like I liked how the characters came together. They were like, we need to get up above where we're digging, find a tree line, and run into the fucking woods. Like, and I thought it was well done in the sense of like those characters that I'm talking about.
Yeah.
You know, they come together, they figure out a plan, kind of, and they, you know, there's some like wild ass cool like scenes where, you know, they getting the axes and they're slamming it down on their chains, trying to break their chains and stuff. The one sequence I will say that I was like, oh damn, that was pretty cool, was when they're fighting these orcs and they're like whipping their chains at them and stuff like that.
The
I thought
first
that was
one,
cool.
I was thrown off guard because I did not know that there was like, hey, at midday we're gonna try to bust out. I was
Same.
kind of just like out of nowhere. This dude kicks his chain up and is like, what
Yeah.
the fuck is happening? And everybody is on board.
Yeah.
What is going on?
I think that dude
been
is
doing
just
this
like,
from
you
the
know what?
start.
I'm thirsty. I'm tired.
mind.
I'm not
Hive
gonna
mind.
be here anymore. So yeah, like I definitely agree with you with that. Like I thought that
yeah.
scene at first.
Once it was going, I was like, okay,
yeah,
this
but
is what's
the
happening.
initial
But then,
kickoff, I was like,
when you see that chain like whipping, like, what is happening?
yeah, what is happening? Yeah.
And then they do the little
what
tug
the
of war
fuck is
thing.
going
That was cool too. I liked that, to be honest. I thought that was cool. Yeah, and well, and they have a whole scene as well where they like orcs come out and they bring out, I guess, like the dude who's in charge of the digging or excavation or of the ground, and he like has this cool moment with one of the elves that's trying to get out of there, and he's like, "You must be thirsty, drink," or whatever. At first, I was like, if he drinks that, is he gonna turn into an orc? I was like, what the fuck? Why do you want them to drink so much? But I think it was just to get him.
Get the neck exposed and
Yeah,
whatever,
yeah. Because after that, you know, they're like, now or whatever, and they fucking try and get him or whatever. But I do think, and I mentioned this also before we went live, but I do think, one, the orcs in this episode look cool. I like them. And
Are they like full armor?
No,
No.
not like Fellowship orcs.
Like dressed down.
They look like desert orcs, to be honest. Like they have
So like they'd be in Mad Max.
yeah.
yeah, kind of.
That
Yeah.
sounds
Very,
cool,
very
actually.
Like
good.
they have
I have my moments.
they have these wild ass like tan cloaks on them that look. In honesty,
They
all
look
honesty,
like-
they look cool.
The people from Boba Fett.
Yeah,
the
the
Tusken
sand
Raiders.
people, Tusken Raiders.
Tuskens.
Yeah, I mean, kind of. But yeah, so I thought that like all their voices, I thought were fine. Like I was like, yeah, these guys sound like orcs.
I will say this though, there was one shot in like the trailers or the promotional art or whatever, not art, promotional pictures. One of the orcs standing there holding a sword, like looked like he was yelling, right?
Yeah, I know, and
in this,
they showed it.
Well, I know they
this
showed
scene.
it, but it was not yelling; it was
No,
laughing. He goes,
yeah,
"Ha, ha,"
yeah, he's like,
and I was
like
this
or
is
whatever.
I
I don't know.
I thought it was gonna be like a war cry.
Yeah,
So,
see,
like,
exactly.
somebody's
That's what
gonna
I'm saying. When I
fight.
saw the images, I'm like, okay, that's gonna be, and he's just going, ha ha, just cut his throat.
Yeah.
Dumb.
I mean, shot looked good though.
Yeah,
Looks cool.
right. But in
Yeah.
context, to me, it's dumb.
In context, yeah, it's not a war cry or anything.
This is another thing I saw everybody commenting on, making videos like the slow mo in this episode is way over. There's so
it's
much
a lot.
slow mo.
It's a lot. Yeah, it's a lot. And
We had to fill in that hour.
It's during a lot of fight scenes too.
Oh, and horse riding scenes.
Yeah.
Which
yeah.
again, I don't know why that needed to be in such slow mo. I guess it was to check out our cameras. We paid a lot for them.
Yeah, literally.
Let's see what these can do.
But yeah, so they another, again, cool scene with the orcs, like them. And at the end of the episode, they got Adar is who they're taking. Yeah, they're taking. I forget the elf's name, but they're taking him to Aldar.
Yeah.
Like he's like seeing him, which speculation alert is probably Sauron is Adar.
I think that it would be an underling of Sauron, not him himself. A chieftain or something
potential,
along that
like
lines.
Sauron was to
No, here's the other
Morgoth.
the fucking episode's name is Adar.
Oh, I know.
And you got 3 seconds of out of focus shot.
I was just about to be like 3 seconds of non-focus shit at the end, but I did like the build up to him coming out though. I thought that it was very quote unquote orcish. How they're all like Adar.
Yeah.
And you see him like slowly walking down the line, and like all the orcs. I mean, the shot where that I'm talking about. I mean, you see there's 2 lines of orcs where it's basically like a pathway where Adar can walk down, and they got like fucking like wild ass skulls on and shit like that, and they're all bowing before him and stuff like that. Thought that was really cool and well done. But yeah, in regards to who he is or what the fuck's going on, like episode 3 was still establishing new stories and stuff like, and it's just like, dude, it's getting to be too much. Like, focus on like 4.
Right. Yeah. They got so many stories to tell.
Yeah. God. But yeah, so I mean, all in all, again, it's decent TV. Like for me, it was like a 7.
Yeah.
Thought it was decent. I again, compared to the first episode, this was leagues and bounds.
When
better.
are they released? Are they Fridays?
Thursdays.
Thursdays.
Yeah, Thursdays at
So
9
I was
p.m.
gonna say Wednesdays at 4 a.m.
No,
yeah, Thursdays
at 9 p.m. And it just,
My fucking nose itches.
people are like, really hating the show. I think on Rotten Tomatoes, audience score is giving it 39%. To be honest, like, I think the audience score is pretty accurate. There's just a lot to pick out. Yeah, like,
well, that's the thing. That's another thing. I see people are like, well, these are just nitpicks, but like, yes, but if you can nitpick every single scene,
right,
there's something wrong.
So
it's no longer a nitpick.
Another thing that
Then a gripe.
another thing that I want to point out, just as a Lord of the Rings fan and stuff like that, it's something that honestly does get on my nerves and bother me, is the fact that it is so obvious to me that it's so.
Why are we out of focus?
I don't know.
There we go.
It's so obvious to me in the show that sets and places are not really there. And I'm not saying that the CGI and stuff looks bad because it does look really good for CGI. But in regards to showing landscapes and cities and stuff like that, I've seen it done better years ago with miniatures.
Right.
And it's cheaper to do that. And it looks better. So, like, in my opinion, the show doesn't feel like Lord of the Rings because of stuff like that. Where, and I will say again, or I didn't say this before, so I will say that the music in this episode was a lot better. I liked the score of this episode, but there are things like when they show Numenor or whatever Galadriel says. Remember, she's like rolling her R's or whatever. It's like, no, it's just Numenor.
Yeah, Numenor.
Nobody in Fellowship or any of those fucking movies goes Numenor. Yeah, it's like, what the fuck are you doing anyway? But yeah, like what? So anyway, yeah, so like when you see places and landscapes in the show, it looks good because it's CGI, but it just doesn't look like Lord of the Rings.
Yep.
Like,
and that's where I make the comparison with House of the Dragon. Like, it looks and feels like Game of Thrones.
Right.
100%. Like, 1000%. They nail it.
Yeah, and with that being said, it's just like there are things like that where I'm like when you're talking about the amount of money that you put into the show, was that amount of money strategically done well? No, not in my opinion. Because if you're spending basically $1 billion on this series, which is what they did, it's $700 million for this first season.
Right.
Christ.
So I look at that budget and I literally go, you don't have one huge fucking actor or anything in this that, like, you know, it's not like they have like a Christian Bale or something like that where they're shelling
millions
of dollars. So it's like, did you spend all that on the CGI for the show? If you did,
so I think a lot, because there are a lot of practical set stuff too, like the whole pit, all that was practical.
And the dock and everything for Numenor when they get off.
Even in the forest with the so they did put a lot of money into that kind of stuff too. But like again, it's either in the shot composition or something.
Or I mean, I would even say like even some of like you know, probably a lot of it went into like prosthetics for the orcs and stuff. I mean, the orcs look awesome. Right. They look so good. But again, and then, again, my nerd is going to come out for Lord of the Rings, where it's like they get into Numenor, and Numenorians...
The nerd coming out.
Yeah.
Hello.
Hello. But yeah, so like they get into Numenor, and Numenorians are supposed to be like 8 to 10 feet tall, and they're not.
Nope.
They're just normal-ass dudes and gals. Like, yeah, and it's just like... Yeah, I don't know. I just have problems with things like that, like where it's like,
and okay, so here's they're breaking their own lore.
Yeah,
when they have the sea captain guy talking to Galadriel and Halbrand on the boat, and like, we're taking you to Numenor because that's the protocol. If you find an elf, they go to Numenor, and then the queen there's like, why'd you bring an elf here? It's illegal. You broke the law. And it's like, wait, what? You just said that's what you do when you find an elf. You bring them here, and then you bring them there, and then they go, you're not supposed to bring them here.
Yeah.
It doesn't make sense.
Yeah.
And then the whole thing with Galadriel going like, we gave you this land, and then she says, no, we paid for it with our kin's blood. And then Galadriel says, I'll shed some blood. No, that's not what she said. She said that her ancestors fought for this land. You don't need to fight. What are we talking about here?
And that's exactly what I was saying when I was saying earlier, like Galadriel acts like a fucking
12-year-old.
Yeah, like she just acts like a super fucking like pompous young piece of shit. Like, and that's why I'm like, dude, if you're thousands of years old and you're supposed to be like
you can outwit these people.
Well, you're supposed to be
You'd think.
super fucking like clairvoyant and wise, and you just act like a fucking barbarian. Like you're acting like
She is.
yeah. I don't know, man. Like for me again, when I see scenes with her, 90% of the time I'm rolling my eyes and I just go, get this fucking idiot off the screen. I don't care.
She says to the Numenor queen, like, your captain here saved us from certain death. From the sea.
Yeah.
It's like, so you mean you were trying to when you jumped off the boat? Because otherwise then you had no plan. What are you talking about? Nothing makes sense.
I don't know. To me, again, if it's got dwarves in the episode, I'm in. If it's got whatever his name is, at the orc camp, who's trying to break out, I'm interested now. Beforehand, when he was like going through the holes and being like, I need to investigate or whatever.
You don't know what's down there. Yeah. That's why I need to go down there.
Yeah, I like with that, I was like, fuck you, dude. Nobody gives a shit.
I also would have liked to see the orcs capture
him. I know.
Not him, but the rest of them.
Oh.
The rest of the elves. Like, he wakes up and it's like, yep, everybody's captured. They're all accustomed to the plan. They've been awake for days. And like,
yeah, but I think that his story is probably right now
the most interesting.
Yeah. In my opinion, his story arc is the most interesting one. I want that on screen the most. I like Adar. I like the orcs that are at that.
You like
camp.
Adar?
Well, I mean, I like I haven't
the
seen
mystique
it.
of it. That's what I was saying. Wait a minute, you like Adar?
Like, well, yeah, I liked the whole scene of them chanting his name and he comes walking down and stuff. Like it felt very badass. I was like, all right, let's go. Like, this is gonna be cool. And then the episode ended, and I was like, why is this called Adar?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. So, like, with that being said, I'm hoping that it gets better and better. Maybe. Yeah.
It definitely has been better than the previous 2 episodes, but
true.
Problems still are there. Which, if the budget wasn't what it was and the bragging of the budget wasn't what it was, then I wouldn't care as much. But whatever.
Yeah.
It's its own thing.
It truly is. Yeah, so, I mean, as of right now, the dog. Yeah, I gotta talk about it. I gotta talk about that, and then I'm done. So...
the dog.
There is a warg in this episode, and so, it's funny to me, kind of, because The Hobbit, when Peter Jackson made the Hobbit movies, he got a lot of flack for the use of CGI in the Hobbit films because everybody was used to having orcs be prosthetic and stuff like that, like in the Fellowship, because they are prosthetic or it's prosthetic makeup mixed with CGI.
Right.
And in the Hobbit, there's a lot of orcs like oh my god, I can't fucking think of their names. It's like Borg or whatever his name is. Borg is CGI, and Azog the Defiler is all CGI. And there's a lot of other orcs that are all CGI, and all the wargs in Hobbit are all CGI. Same thing with Fellowship. So a lot of people hated the wargs in the Hobbit because they look completely different from the wargs in Rohan when they're going to Helm's Deep. The explanation for that is that, this is like 100+ years before the Fellowship, so like they just kind of evolve where they are. Yeah. And to be honest, those wargs that are in the Two Towers and stuff, they're not the same wargs like locationally that they are in the Hobbit. Like the wargs in Two Towers are from Isengard. So it's like I don't know what happened to them. They look weird. They look like hyenas. All right. The wargs in the Hobbit, in my opinion, they look great. Like, I think they look cool. Then there's a warg in this in Rings of Power. And
But it wasn't named a warg.
Yeah,
was it?
Yes.
Bring out the warg.
The leader.
Maybe, I don't know. I didn't pay attention.
The leader guy, the leader orc, literally, when they're getting their ass kicked by all the elves and stuff, he literally says, "Release the warg," like that. And then they all retreat back into the, canopy where there's shade because they don't want to get sunburnt. They forgot their sunscreen.
They don't work at night.
And the fucking warg comes out.
I just tried to take a screenshot on Amazon.
Yeah, I mean, it is what it is. Really bad looking. And if you've watched all 3 episodes, there's in episode 1, there's a snow troll. And the snow troll looks like a big troll with baguettes coming out of its mouth.
It looks like the fucking.
I still would think that the snow troll, or I still do think that the
from
snow
Harry
troll
Potter.
looks better than the warg.
In my opinion, and it's, I think they both look equally bad. Like the same amount of bad for me. I just don't. No, it's just not it.
It isn't.
It's not it. So the warg comes out, and it's like eating people and shit like that, and it looks like something. No, wait. Click back up on that.
There it is.
Oh, never mind.
I'm trying to find him.
So, the warg in this looks like. One, it looks like that is the warg. That is it.
What is that?
Yeah. So, it looks like Courage the Cowardly Dog smoked a crack rock, and that's what happens afterwards. It just looks so bad, and it looks absolutely nothing like anything we've seen before.
It's pretty bad.
At all. I mean, and this is why I say both are equally bad, because the snow troll is also something that we have never in our lives seen before in my entire fucking life. And they don't look like a troll. It doesn't look like a troll to me.
Right.
Same
Even
thing
just
with
in
this.
size, like I feel like it was small.
Yeah. And like baguettes were coming out of its mouth, and just it was weird. This thing looks like the worst. It literally, I mean, like I have no other words for it.
That does not in any way, shape, or form.
It's an uncanny canyon.
Is there another picture like without it snarling?
Right there.
Kind of.
That's how big it is. It literally looks like the size of Zoe.
Yeah. Look at these two comparisons.
Yeah, like so.
Is that both of them?
So
That
the
was-
warg on the right is from Peter Jackson's Two Towers.
I was gonna say that. What?
The warg on the left.
The one on the left, they literally put a whole bunch of brightening things on, and it looks even funnier.
The
It
one.
looks like a fucking filter on Snapchat.
Yeah.
It literally looks like it has clown makeup on.
Then opposed to these, that was the Hobbit
That's
ones.
the Hobbit.
I love
Right.
those.
The ones in the Hobbit look great, and the ones in the Two Towers look great.
But
yeah, that is the warg that
even
we get.
even the that one. That's not a thing, but even those look better. That's like a fan made kind of thing. They got like a horse head. Weird.
Yeah.
Yeah, they do
cool.
look a little.
They look better than that.
They do look better than that.
What
So yeah, so that thing.
Fuck is that?
Courage the Cowardly Dog comes out of the
Courage
fucking
the Cowardly Ward.
orc tent or whatever, and they end up killing it. But it is just one of those things where you can tell that Amazon was like, look at what. Yeah, that's literally what it looks like. But yeah, you could tell that Amazon was like, ooh, fan service, like we're gonna put a warg in here, check it out, and then it's like that's the end result, and I'm like, oh, well, of course it's like
that's
that.
not
You
CGI,
fired your
is it?
lore guy.
What?
That wasn't CGI, was it?
Yeah.
Why?
This?
It looks like prosthetics
What?
on somebody, like on something.
Well, you're not seeing it in motion. So
Trust me.
Exactly.
When trust me when you see it, it looks like it doesn't exist. If you get what I mean.
But it's right there.
Yeah.
touch it.
Boop. Boop the snoot.
Yeah, it's really bad, man. And I feel like that it was only like the warg in general was just like the line even is put there just to fan service people, and I'm like, dude, you're gonna fan service people.
There's many other things.
It's gotta.
Well,
it's gotta be
I'm
there.
cool with the warg being in there. Right, make it look better. Yeah,
the thing.
It literally looks like a fucking soupy mess.
Yeah.
So I had to at least bring that up and be like, how fucking dare you do that to a warg? I mean, you cue the Godfather meme. Look how they massacred my boy. Yeah, like, because that's. I mean, I just don't get it. I see that thing on screen, and I'm like, what the fuck is that?
Well, and again, it gets to the budget. Like, you spent X amount of dollars on this show, and this is what we get?
Right.
So,
I mean, same thing with the snow troll, dude. Like,
yeah.
I was literally like, bro, it doesn't even look like a troll.
No.
It looks like a fucking, like I don't even know. Like,
It looked like a Warhammer character or something.
Yeah.
That's... I don't know. But at the same time, like with the snow troll, we hadn't seen one, so you do have more liberty to do something with it.
Yeah, like the type of troll.
Yeah, but like the warg, again, is something that we've seen 2 times already, and you departed massively from both of those.
Yeah. It's like if they show, because they've said that it's in here, but if and when they show a Balrog.
Oh yeah.
If it doesn't look like,
well, okay. But they did show it. They showed it in the end of one of the trailers. They did show it very briefly, and it looked fine.
Oh, okay. Well,
so
that's cool.
if it stays the way that I seen it in there, then great.
We're good.
Yeah, then we're good.
Because yeah,
can you imagine those bug eyes on?
Yeah, I'm sitting here. I'm like, what's the Balrog gonna look like? Jesus. Like,
yeah,
what the fuck are you?
Pretty
what are we
sure
doing?
That it's
the lore guy who got fired is like, I told them not to do that. I told them not to do that, and they fired me because I told them not to do it.
The warg was the thing that got him fired.
He's like, you guys are changing it too much, and they're like, you know what, Bill? Fuck you, Bill. Get out of the office. You're fired now.
Get your warg ass out of here.
Is like the CGI guy like filed a complaint with HR. He told me that my creation didn't look anything like a warg. Fuck you. It doesn't. It looks shitty. I hate it. So.
CGI department should have to go to see therapists for after what they've worked on.
The CGI department obviously needs more of a budget. They need. I don't know what the fuck is happening in the show. To be honest, like when in regards to CGI, I'm like, my dogs.
My wargs, yo.
My wargs.
My wargs, dude.
Look how they desecrated my boy.
My warg.
Yeah, so that was the last thing that I wanted to bring up on the show was just like after seeing that, I was like, you have got to be kidding.
Yeah.
So that sucked, but.
And for me, also just the stupidity of them digging this trench shit and going, they've already deforested the entire area.
Yeah, and there's
other than this one tree. And they're
left.
like, gotta cut it down, bro. They're like, no, we're not cutting it down. Who cut down the rest of the other trees, and why didn't they cut down this tree?
Well, you know what would have been cooler is if they were like, we gotta cut this tree down. Everybody's like, fuck that, we're not cutting this tree down.
Yeah.
It's earned its place here, or whatever.
Yeah.
And like the orcs are like, no, seriously, you gotta cut the tree down. And they go to cut it down, and once Yo like puts an axe into it, it comes alive and it's like, hey,
An ent.
yeah, it's an ent. Like that would have been better.
That would have.
And it's like,
and then it just like fucks
yeah,
it
yeah.
up.
And the orcs are like, see, that's why we ain't doing that shit.
Yeah. Okay.
I'm not battling that thing out in the daylight. You gotta be kidding me.
Too good of writing, man.
That's
better
what I'm saying.
writing.
That would have been even if the tree didn't even fucking talk and it just was like whatever after it gets like hit or something,
Yeah.
and it just is like, what is happening? Why are you trying to
Like the
uproot
roots
me?
like kick up or
yeah,
whatever.
yeah,
Yeah.
like it would have been better. It just would have been better writing and understandable as to why they had to go around this tree and everything. Oh, well, we tried to uproot it before, but it fucking killed 20 of our orcs. We're not trying to die.
Thinking too much, man.
Well, better writing.
It's much easier to say there's a tree here and we can't go around it, even though you could just go around it.
Like, and this is like straight out of like Peter Jackson's like movies. You don't even need to have it come to life.
No.
You can have an orc saying that it did come to life. And then when they're hitting it, you just have ent noises going like, yeah. And then it even, like, to me as a viewer, it alludes to, oh, well, that's probably an ent and it's pissed off.
Yeah.
So, like, makes sense. Makes sense. They don't want to fuck with it. Like, no.
Nope. And even still, when dude's like chopping the tree down or like at least hitting it with the axe, doesn't really look like he's hitting anything like hard.
For me, like, I was looking at it and I go, my dog, that's one guy. That tree is thick as shit. How long is that going to take you? Like that.
Yeah.
That's a long, agonizing death for that tree.
I'll do it.
A tree's like, and then the tree's like, can you hurry up? I'm trying to die soon.
Well, also, they cut the tree down, right? But the roots that you're complaining about,
they're still there.
They're still in the way. So why don't you just go around the fucking tree?
Should have been an ent. Should have been an ent. Hire me to write for you because your show sucks.
Yeah.
Just saying.
Nobody
you know what?
goes.
Fuck that. I'm revising my score. It's a 6. It's a 6. It's not a 7.
It's definitely still sitting at 5 for me.
Yeah, it's
you can watch it, and as a comedy, it's pretty good.
Yeah,
comedy, it's a 9, but as what it's supposed to be, it's a 5.
Nobody watches the show. Nobody gives a fuck. Nobody watches the show.
Nobody gives a fuck. No, they do, well.
The other thing that I will mention that is like, just I probably shouldn't, but the fact that they got Pippin, Merry, and Frodo to wear those stupid fucking shirts that say in Elvish, "You are all welcome here."
What are you talking about?
You haven't seen that?
No.
Oh my fucking god, dude! I'm so over Amazon.
Is this for representation reasonings?
It's because people are mad about certain things that they changed in the lore of the show. So they got Elijah Wood, the guy who plays Pippin, and the guy who plays Merry.
Yeah.
They're all three standing there with shirts, and they have a Twitter caption that says, "You're all welcome here." And then on these shirts, it says in Elvish, "You're all welcome here." And to me, I just see that, and I'm like, yeah.
Corporate bullshit!
That's fine, but your show is bad.
Yeah.
Like, and the other thing that I will mention too that makes me despise this show is the fact that they're trying to cover up everybody's review. It's like,
dude, it's nuts.
It's really bad.
Well,
like
fucking 72-hour bar thing, and then now it's like, oh,
it's not no 72-hour bar because they're still doing it.
Yeah, well, that's right.
Like, so I'm like, okay, is this where your budget went then to like combat all the reviews?
Yeah,
like,
they're not letting reviews go through.
Somebody's review that says, "I hate this show. It's boring as fuck, and you shouldn't watch it." That's still a review, dog. You should not be censoring that shit.
Yep,
that's
they're taking
such
it out.
Bullshit to me. That's like if I just said that on this podcast and then they copyright like strike me or something, and it like then like the episode of the podcast like doesn't get seen or something like that. Like, even though we're small fry, I'd still be like, "Fuck you." Like, I like what? and then that would make me probably be like, okay, well, I'm gonna talk more shit about the show now, like, because now you piss me off, like.
You will hear my opinion.
Well, I just don't understand. It's like why can't people just not like it? Like why if I don't like something in the show, why am I a fucking like misogynistic hater?
Well,
like,
it was a very smart tactic by these companies.
Amazon, yeah,
but Disney's doing it too.
Well, yeah, I mean, Amazon's following suit.
They were the ones that originated it.
Yeah, for sure.
It kind of started out of Obi-Wan. That was the first one that they did it with.
Yeah,
and now
it couldn't be just bad writing.
No
way.
See,
we're Disney.
But that's fucking genius, man.
I know. So yeah, I had to bring up the warg shit and all the other stuff too. I mean, like there again, this episode. And I promise you that this episode is better than 1 and 2.
Yep.
It is. Even though there's no dwarves in it. I want to go back to Casa Doom. I want to see what's in the box.
What's in the box? Yeah, right.
I want to know.
And honestly, I do kind of want to see.
Fuck you. No, I'm just kidding. It wouldn't be because they're in Moria.
Yeah.
It would not be. It would not. It's the heart of Moria. Fuck you.
They open it up and it's like a baby cave troll. It's like they have the cave troll. It's the little demon from She-Hulk.
It's a little baby snow troll with like a snow cone. Hi guys.
Just got little croutons for instead of baguettes.
Croutons. Yeah,
little
dude.
chiclets. No. I'd like to see, because they talked about it at least. I'm not super invested in it yet, but I still kind of want to see where it's going with Celebrimborn and his fucking forge thing that he's trying to, like, why is he trying to make this forge? Is he already in leagues
with Elrond and all that?
Yeah.
I want to see that too. I think that's, again, can we, like, stop doing new stories like in the middle of this shit? Like,
no.
Yeah, right. Like I'd like for it to like flesh some shit out.
Right.
Like that being one of those things. Like yeesh.
And now Isildur is going to escort Galadriel back.
Correct.
And so he'd be a part of her life all the way up until events.
Well, that to me makes sense. I mean,
does she fight in the war?
No, but
why not? She's a badass.
Well, yeah, I can't answer that. But
maybe they'll recap the whole thing, but they'll do it in the show.
Maybe. But again, like with Isildur being friends with like elves and helping or getting aid from them and stuff. I mean, like he's like good friends with Elrond. So
another thing that's just burning my mind, man.
One more thing.
Fucking Galadriel, last 2 episodes, right?
Yeah.
Or the 3, looking for Sauron. She knows Sauron. She knows the name Sauron.
Yeah.
Looking for Sauron. In Numenor, they're like, Morgoth, he has a successor. I think they're calling him Sauron. I was like, wait, I thought this was established.
I don't think to everybody yet, though. Like, because I think it's like a...
How long has this been going on?
I think it's like a Voldemort thing, where it's like, we don't speak his name, that type of shit. We keep him in the darkness, because if people talk about him more and stuff, he has more of an influence, but... that's not established in the show, though, no.
Yeah, no.
Yeah, right. Yeah.
Don't know.
Yeah, I know.
That's where when I heard that happening, I'm like, but you have pertinent information on this guy. You know that there's a fucking seal or all this.
Right.
Oh, it's not a symbol. It's fucking mountains. It's telling you right here. It says right here.
So stupid.
So now you should go right there.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah. And he's probably there. But yeah, so I get what you're saying. Again, it's kind of in relation to Sauron and like obtaining more power. That's why at first in The Hobbit he's called the Necromancer, is because people don't speak his name. When you say the Necromancer, and especially with the people that he's rising from the dead, They know it's Sauron. Like Gandalf for sure in The Hobbit knows that. Yeah. Nori. Yeah, he knows in The Hobbit that
Sauron is his name.
Sauron's in Dungledore. Like for sure. Especially after Radagast is like, this is a Nazgul blade, my man. And he's like, what the fuck? Where'd you get that from? He's like, Dumbledore.
Under the floorboards of this kid's house. Honestly, don't know how it got there.
Facts.
It's broken.
Big
It's got
facts.
a fiery seal, and we also didn't see him at all.
Yeah, I know. I will say this. Well, and the other thing that it was, man, the more we talk about this show, the more I'm like, fuck. But the other thing that I thought was like really funny is that they're looking, like the orcs are looking for that blade. Like that's what they're searching for.
Is it the blade of Morgoth?
No, it's Sauron's blade. The one that the kid has.
It's Sauron's blade.
Yeah.
Who broke it?
I don't know.
Who put it there?
I don't know. They don't tell you. But isn't it funny that that's what they're looking for?
That's seriously what they're digging for?
That's seriously
what they're digging for.
That is seriously what they're digging for, warging
I
out
thought
on.
that the digging was like, we're creating pathways to all these places.
Nope.
And that way
they're
can travel.
excavating the land to look for that blade. That's
why do they think that it's just in the dirt?
Well, technically it is.
Well, it was under a house.
Right, in the dirt. And they were
but
digging
not like just
towards
buried.
Dude, I'm not saying it's a good plot. I'm saying
they
that's
dug into the motherfucking house.
I know, and it's not there because the kid took it. So they would have found it, but the kid.
So they're just gonna keep digging.
Yeah, just keep digging. Just keep digging.
You got to go dig those holes. Yeah.
No, wouldn't that be funny if the next episode started off with them
Shia
digging
LaBeouf?
and it's Shia LaBeouf as an orc.
And Hector Zeroni.
Yeah. I'm into it.
You have to carry Madame Zeroni up the mountain. So she
But
can
yeah,
drink and
dude.
get strong too.
Crazy. So yeah.
Stop that shit.
Hi, do you do?
Come here.
No.
Come on.
Get out of here. Nope. Go. You must go. Okay. Yeah. All right. So I think we can skip off the rings now. Done with that. Jesus.
What did you? That chili must have mucked you up, huh?
Chili.
He said, I don't want to talk about it.
House of the Dragon. Okay, well, we can hop into House of the Dragon. You said you watched it?
I watched episode 1 and 2.
Oh, well, fair enough. Well, what did you think of the episode 1 and 2?
I mean, it's fucking Game of Thrones. Thankfully.
Yeah.
It's not like
It's
watching Lord of the
like
Rings.
season 1 through 5 Game of Thrones.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The seeing all the manipulation and like backstabbery that's about to happen and
Yeah.
go on.
Yeah.
Fucking love it, dude.
It gets even better in the next episode. There's is it the first time jump? Second time jump.
What do you
Second time jump. Well, the first episode happened, and then the second episode is 6 months after that. So the third
mean?
episode.
I hit play on the third episode and I saw the chick pregnant and I was like,
It's 2 years.
Did I miss something in
Yes.
episode 2?
No. So that was the 2-year time jump.
Oh, I was like, I've seen episode 2 3 times and I'm like, I can't hit play until I know what the fuck is actually going on.
Gotcha.
Go
Yeah.
on
So
episode 3.
end of 2, he says he's marrying Allison, and then beginning of episode 3, they already have one son. It's 2 years old, and she's pregnant again, and it'll be with his sister. So the thing,
Whose sister?
the
son's
2-year-old
sister.
2-year-old
Oh.
kid's sister.
I was about to say.
Yeah.
People out here just having fucking sisters and shit out of nowhere.
So that's where more of the contempt comes in, is because now dude has a male son, but he says to
have a male heir.
Rhaenyra that she's still going to be the heir.
Why? I would hope so. Be
that
different.
But the rest of the realm's like, yeah, but like now you have a
son.
Now you have a son, so are you gonna go
keep
back?
The order of things. Yeah, I get that.
So there's kind of like struggle with that. She's still pretty pissed off with Allison because it was her best friend marrying her dad and like didn't know anything about it, and so she's kind of like cold to Allison.
Irritated.
Yep.
I'd be a little irritated.
Yeah, I don't know why not. You know,
I don't want my best friend marrying my mom.
But
I'd probably kill him.
But the other thing is like now they're trying to marry Rhaenyra off.
To what family?
That's the thing. There's just many suitors.
Yeah.
And she's like, I'm not about this at all.
I don't want any of that.
Lannister dude is there and he's bragging about shit, whatever, and she's like not into it or whatever.
Good for you, bro.
Yeah, I mean
the same shit Lannisters always do.
Yeah. But so she's not into it, and then Alicent talks to the kings like she's not gonna want to marry anybody unless it's her choice.
Yes.
So you're gonna have to say that to her essentially, and so he does, and it's kind of like, all right, now it's not pressure anymore. Like we're not doing it as a political move, because that's exactly what he says. He's like, I didn't marry because of
I said the Lannisters are cringe as fuck in this.
It is. It's
and
pretty
I can't
bad.
Wait.
It's pretty bad.
I enjoy seeing that because it's the fucking Lannisters.
Yeah. Yeah, he's like, oh, we got a big ass castle, and I'll build you a dragon pit and all this kind of stuff. And she's like, I'm not into this.
She's gonna marry Christian Cole. They gon' uck. 100%.
Night's episode's gonna get spicy.
She's drooling over him when she picked him.
It's true, but she's
since
also
the
gonna
game.
do something with somebody else.
Damn it! I missed something.
Huh?
I missed something, didn't I?
No, it's just I know what the plot is.
Oh, okay.
And what they showed in the trailer for the next episode, whatever. Which is tonight, 9:00. Can't wait.
I should be home for that too, so we can
awesome.
We can do that.
Watch party.
Watch party.
There's also really
Join
cool.
the Discord. You know.
Yeah.
Join the Discord. You can hop in, voice with us. Just don't be a dick.
Don't be a dick. But there's also a cool battle scene. So, you know, the crab feeder dude.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Dude, that shit was crazy when the fucking dragon burned everything up. And this is episode 2.
I'm trying. Yeah,
right?
I'm trying to now.
So when the guy's like, the one dude that's alive, and he's getting his ass just fucking eaten out, and he's screaming at the guys, and then he's coming to save us, and then squish.
Yep. Squish
Dude,
down.
That shit was so gnarly.
Which shows that like Daemon, it's either like the casualties of war type thing, where it's like you're gonna get on both sides, like the dragon's flying around burning shit. You can have collateral damage. Or Daemon just doesn't care.
Daemon doesn't give a fuck.
He doesn't. And he does a pretty badass
it.
thing in this episode, too.
I love that he just does not give a fuck.
Nope.
Fuck you. his wife.
Yeah.
Whatever. Freeing her of a fucking brothel, pretty much.
Oh, yeah, well, so that's his mistress, not his wife.
Yet.
Right. But
yeah. I mean, I say that just because it's funny.
Yeah. But they have the battle with the crab feeder this episode. Pretty cool. We get introduced to another dragon.
Is it the big?
No, it's not. It's called Sea Smoke.
Sea Smoke.
Yeah. He's a gray dragon.
That's cool.
It's a little younger than the rest of them, a little smaller, but still wrecks shit.
That's dope.
Big ass dragon.
It's kind of like Toothless in How to Train Your Dragon.
I don't know this shit.
What? Dude, that's my favorite movie.
Really?
One of my favorite movies. A little animated.
Yeah, I know. Yeah. No, I did.
I love that shit.
Is that the main one?
Yeah. Night Fury.
Gotcha. But yeah, so there's another dragon. And that's the one thing that
Sea Smoke, as in like the sea, like
yes.
water sea.
Yeah, that's its name, Sea Smoke.
Right. Or does it just sea smoke?
It's Sea Smoke and runs. No, it's flies.
Swats it away.
But they're not like up front with it. Like I didn't really catch that when I watched it the first time. Did you catch that?
Up front with what?
The new
His
dragon?
name?
Yeah.
Or-
Like this was a different dragon. I just wasn't paying attention.
okay.
Yeah, the one that they had not a Targaryen on it. They were training people to.
He is part Targaryen.
Oh,
So he's the son of Rhaenyra or Rhaenys and Caldress, the Valerians, the 9-year-old girl. This is his brother. So since Rhaenys is a Targaryen, he has Targaryen blood in him. He can ride the dragon.
right.
The rest of that family can't.
Mhm.
Only the kids can.
Yeah, but I mean, I caught that it was like a new dragon. I just didn't really know.
I
what was
didn't
going
at
on.
first.
Yeah.
I just like, oh, dragon. It was sea smoke. Okay, I was watching again.
Yeah, I don't think that they like named it or anything though.
No, that's what I'm saying. Like, it wasn't obvious,
Right. Yeah.
but it was cool. There's some power struggle too with Corlys's brother. I can't remember what his name was.
I think it starts with a V.
Yeah.
I think it's like Florian or something like that.
Something like
Something
that. But there's
like
some
that,
kind
yeah.
of power struggle. They don't see eye to eye all the time.
Well, he thinks, well, because technically they're losing. He's like lost all faith in Daemon.
Right.
He's
right.
like, fuck
Well,
Daemon.
he's a wild
not-
card and shit, and it's like,
Yeah.
yeah. But that's
Um,
kind of what we need.
I fucking love it.
In that episode, we find out why they send ravens afterwards, because you don't send a dude to
Yeah.
to give you a message because
not to do-
you risk
He has
that
never
guy
heard the
potentially
term
dying.
Don't shoot the
Or
messenger.
Yeah.
Turning on you.
Well,
Yeah.
to be fair, he didn't shoot the messenger. He just beat him to death.
Nice.
Yeah.
Love that.
But yeah, that is actually the reason why they send ravens out.
Yeah,
is literally
fucking Daemon.
because Daemon destroys that messenger guy. So
And basically, the message was like, hey, reinforcements are on their way. They're coming to help you.
and Daemon's
he's
like, wait a minute, what?
No.
He's like, I'm gonna single-handedly do this now.
I have a dragon.
Well, but see, that's the thing is he's had
He's
the
had
dragon.
his
They've
dragon.
been losing for the past 2 years.
Yeah, because the
Crab feeder dude and all that, they run into the caves. They can hide from the dragon.
yeah, and the
they come
dragon
out.
can't get them in the cave. It's too big. Like in the beginning of the episode,
Gotta
we
get his
see
gold capes, dude.
we see like the
Just go beat
dudes
the shit out of
run.
people in the street?
We see all them like run into the caves and everything, and the dragon like tries to burn them all, and it just it's a fucking cave.
It
didn't work.
It doesn't reach.
Yeah, like
how
I mean,
far they go.
yeah, like
or
the
whatever.
dragon like sticks its head in the cave hole and then like blows fire, and it you can tell that it's not gonna do
It's
it.
not working.
Yeah.
Which that tactic
different.
is how the Dornish held off Aegon in the conquest and all that, which are still not a part of the realm yet.
Yeah,
Do you have those books?
Yeah.
dude, you can literally
I've got the 5 set.
just go on YouTube
Or the
look
audio.
up, look up audiobooks and then just listen to it while you're doing shit.
I can't do audiobooks.
Really?
But I can't.
I can't
don't
do
wanna,
it.
I
Oh,
don't
do
wanna
I have?
read
I don't
much.
have the book for this.
No.
I don't have the. I have the
wanna
regular
find
5
hard I
books.
want to find hard copies.
I can't.
Like I went
can't
on.
do it.
I read all the boys
Yeah,
on the interwebs.
yeah.
But I can't listen to a book.
I that's the only
will
way I can
Fall
read.
asleep.
Yeah.
I feel that. But yeah, I mean on
Oh,
on
God.
YouTube. Oh,
Fire
even,
and Blood.
Yeah,
That's
like
the book that you want to look for.
yeah.
Amazon.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can probably easily find it.
I'm gonna order it right now.
But yeah, so this episode really good. Starts off with a fucking crazy ass scene with dragons and I mean, like the
Yep.
whole. I think it's like 8 minutes of that or something like
Oh
that,
my
and the entire time we were like, holy shit! What
it was
the
fucking
fuck?
nuts.
Can I mention something real quick?
Sure.
Sure.
Hardback, $45.
Yeah. Well,
Paperback, $16.
they probably weren't.
The
probably
hardcover,
weren't-
does it have art too?
Yeah.
I don't know.
Because I know some they have a lot of like full page artworks.
Probably. But yeah, I mean, it probably wasn't that expensive, and now that the show's out and everybody's watching it, they probably have raised their prices. I would
There you
assume.
go.
I would assume. I
Yeah.
mean, hey,
Supply and demand.
yeah. Because probably a bunch of people being like, I need to read this fucking shit. This is
So I know what
great."
happens beforehand.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
so But yeah, so this episode again, I mean, this compared to Rings of Power is like apples and oranges.
It's
It really
but they're both
is.
fruit.
Well, I mean, they are. They're both fantasy shows, but they like House of the Dragon to me just has more interesting
factor,
and
I don't know.
well-written characters. Like
And it looks better.
Compared to
Yeah,
what?
Rings of Power.
Oh,
That's what it's like. They're,
Oh.
you know.
you say apples to oranges. It's two different ends of the idiot spectrum here.
Yeah, like I mean, you
it's
know,
an orange to a wax apple.
Yikes.
One is fake.
I mean, yeah, it's like one. They're
One's
both
fantasy
fantasy.
and one's true.
They're both fantasy shows, but it's like, I mean, I just think that the atmosphere and the ethos of Game of Thrones is just far more interesting than what they're doing with Rings of Power. I just, and to me, again, we talked about this every week since Rings of Power has come out, which I think is 2 weeks, but it's like Rings of Power to me, it looks too clean and crisp the entire time, and in House of Dragon
I think
and
I
in
said
Game
that
of Thrones,
the first time we started that.
yeah,
It was-
yeah.
Watch party.
We
I'm like,
all
this
said,
does- this
yeah,
looks
we all
way
said,
too
It's
bright.
got a grittiness to it.
Yes.
Everything
Aesthetics.
looks lived
yes. Like even scenes where, like in this last episode when they go on the hunt and everything like that, even that looks gritty and shit like that, and it's the daylight and shit like that. And then you go to Rings of Power and it's like I don't know, it's the coloring and shit. Like I don't know.
in. Coloring, either that, the camera use.
Yeah. I don't
the
know.
crisp cleanness. That's what takes it out of the Tolkien world.
Yeah. But I loved this episode. I thought Rhaenyra again just carrying the fucking episode.
She's a bad bitch.
And when I say that, I'm not saying everybody else's acting is really bad.
Yeah.
I'm just saying that to me right now, besides Matt Smith, because I love Matt Smith, her character, I love seeing her on screen.
Mhm.
She is so much fun to watch on screen, and the way that she's portrayed by the actress is just so well done. And to me, when
Believable.
yeah, when she has her, tantrum moments and stuff like that, it doesn't feel like by the wayside or anything like that. It feels like warranted. Like the reason why she's angry, like even that scene when they're in the tent in the hunt and Viserys is like, even I'm not
Yelling
above tradition and
Yeah.
blah, blah, and everybody's like, holy shit, can you relax? Like, they all look at it.
Yeah, and there's like not the best time right now, bro.
Right.
You should wait until you're alone and then have this conversation.
And it's like just scenes like that and just seeing the, like, I don't know, it's just really well done. I can't really like articulate my words very well right now, but I just in thank you. Just in like general though, I just feel like the atmosphere of the show and the vibe of the show, it's just more of what I want, what I'm interested in. And it's just not clean.
No. Damon is definitely not clean when he comes out.
No, oh my god, it's amazing. And like
I was worried for him though.
The on-screen tension between Rhaenyra and Otto's daughter,
Allison.
yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my fucking god, dude! It's like like awkward to watch.
Oh
It like especially when
You think your best friend is now your mother?
Oh, I know. It's so weird.
Or your
like,
stepmom.
But it's like that scene where they're out in like the courtyard and she's getting the bard to play the Song of the Dragon,
Yeah.
and she and they fucking Allison or whatever her name is like there, and like she's trying to talk to Rhaenyra, and Rhaenyra's just completely ignoring her and telling the bard like from the top, bitch,
Just
like,
play it again.
Playing.
I forget what the song was.
So
But
did I tell you
The
to
Eye
stop?
of the Dragon
I
or
don't
something
know.
like that. Dragon's Eye. I think it's Dragon.
Eye of the
Dragon.
That'd be funny as shit. He on his little whatever instrument that is. Yeah, where you hear like dun, 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 dun. It's the Eye of the
Dude, he just starts like belting
yeah,
it.
yeah.
Allison's like, all right, you can go now.
Got a
Okay.
fucking wowie bar.
Yeah. Oh my god.
Start
but yeah,
shredding. Just
I just thought, yeah, for real. Just finger tapping and shit. But yeah, so I just thought that scene alone, I was like, whew,
yeah, dude. It's like she's play it, and she's just like, Allison's gonna no leave.
yeah, she literally,
You leave.
without saying it, she tells Allison to go fuck off.
Yeah.
Like it's pretty ridiculous. Like, and it's good. It's good drama, dude. I feel so fucking bad for Viserys.
Dude.
He just cannot get a W.
No, man.
Like ever.
He's losing fingers and shit.
He's losing his finger. Oh yeah, dude. Somebody pointed out too, and I didn't even notice it until I went back and watched the episode. But somebody on Twitter, and I mean, this is like your typical Game of Thrones type shit, but somebody on Twitter pointed out that in one of the scenes when they're in the tent for the hunt or whatever, you can see Viserys' green screen glove on his hand, and I was like, damn, I didn't catch that.
Nope.
I was like, but
it's there.
That sucks. It's like the Starbucks cup.
It'll be patched next week.
Probably already patched.
Probably already patched, yeah.
I did watch it yesterday, and it wasn't.
I don't think that's as bad as the Starbucks cup, just because like that was supposed to be there.
Yeah.
The Starbucks cup not supposed to be there.
That's true.
It's just whatever.
Yeah, it's just somebody in editing being like, "Oops, forgot that."
It literally missed
that
one fucking scene.
Is
It's like
literally, and it's not like, you know,
blatant. It's a
well,
close up on the hand.
It's like 1 second.
Yeah.
It's literally 1 second. You have to literally pause it right
See it.
there where he's grabbing something to like see it. And
Gotcha.
even then, like the glove is like, and I'm not justifying it. It's definitely an error, but
well, you have one nitpick for this entire show, not one a minute.
Oh yeah.
Like it's
Not one a minute.
Yeah. But yeah, man. I mean, Viserys just can't catch a dub, dude. He's losing his fingers left and right. He's basically losing his family left and right. You know, he potentially had to marry a fucking 12-year-old or whatever, and like, you know, it's just crazy. And you could, dude, the actor who plays him is so good at just being a fucking miserable piece of shit. Like the entire, I feel so bad for him. Dude, do you remember when we were watching it last week with Ryan, and there was a shot while they're in their while they're in that tent, and Viserys is just getting drunk.
Yeah, yep.
And they do this wild ass shot, dude, where it's him in his fucking chair in the tent alone. He's pouring wine for himself, and it looks like he's like brooding almost, but the way that the shot is done, it's like down a little, like, so you're almost like looking up at him, but the way that he's sitting, it makes him look like the loneliest dude in the entire
like
fucking planet.
Yeah,
he looks like he visually looks so upset. And things like that to me are just such good like icing on the cake, where it's just like, you're telling me so much about this character without even words. Like,
right.
it's literally just a shot.
It's a show, don't tell.
Yeah, of just, this is how Viserys is feeling right now. And it was just
Sloshed.
really well done, man. I mean, I was like, and then he goes outside to the fire and stuff, and he's just thinking about shit, and Allison comes up to him and like wants to know what's going on, and he's just like, dude, I'm so fucking like miserable about this shit with Rhaenyra. Like, you know, I didn't think that this was gonna happen, and like, you just feel for him, dude, like, because and then it's like somebody's telling him that, well, the fucking crabber is fucking up Daemon and everyone else on the beach, and it's been this way for months, dude.
You gotta
and
do something.
Finally, yeah, they're
Which
like,
at the same time, he's like, I didn't want to start this war to begin
right,
with,
right.
but you can't let that go unchallenged. So it's like I see both sides of the coin.
Yeah. And dude, he's legitimately just trying to help his brother, and he writes his brother because the letter is red.
Yeah.
Like, and it might be red. No, it's red in Viserys' voice. But it's basically a letter of just being like, look, you're my brother. I love you. I don't want anything to happen to you.
Right.
I'm going to help you. Like, I heard you need help. And even then, like, Damon's like, fuck you. And just, like, does this thing. And then the whole time, in every episode, I'm just like, man, can Viserys just, like, win one time, please? Like, yeah. So I just think in the sense of, like...
in his mind, too, like, the wheels are turning with the heir thing. Because now he's also thinking, he's like, fuck, dude, that dream that I had of the son.
Right. Yeah, I know.
Maybe I just had the wife wrong. Like, this was supposed to be. So, like, fuck, did I fuck up with the airing now?
And that's another thing, too, where they've mentioned some names of people where I'm like, like Aegon.
That's the son's name.
Yeah, and they mention Aegon a lot in Game of Thrones.
Different Aegon, but yeah.
Really?
Oh, there's so many Aegons.
Fuck me. I thought it was the same guy.
Yeah, no.
Damn it.
See, like, the Targaryen that took over coming over from Valyria, that guy was Aegon.
Yeah.
So,
well,
like...
right, but...
Jon Snow's name, Aegon.
Well, I know that, but I'm saying, like, so... And the only reason I'm talking about this is because I literally watched Game of Thrones all day yesterday while I was playing Destiny, and I got to the scene where Jon is talking to the steward at the Night's Watch, which
Aemon.
is also Aemon,
Mm-hmm.
and he mentioned. I'm pretty sure that he mentioned. Well, he's talking about his lineage,
Right?
And isn't he mentioning that Aegon? Because he says, like, after Aegon's reign, it was followed by the Mad King.
I don't know.
I'll have to like show you the scene or whatever. But the way that he says it, I was like, oh, he's talking about that little baby.
The baby Aegon that he talks about that was killed when Robert Baratheon took over. That was
different Aegon.
Different Aegon. Yeah,
I know that, but I'm pretty sure.
Egg.
I'm pretty sure that like that this Aegon that's in House of the Dragon, doesn't he grow up?
We'll see him, I think, around like 12 or 14.
Okay, all right. So
Pretty
yeah,
sure.
so I'm pretty sure that that's the Aegon that whatever, blind Stuart at the wall is talking about.
Targaryen.
Yeah. I'm House Targaryen. But yeah, so I thought that it's interesting watching House of the Dragon and then rewatching Game of Thrones and being like, huh.
Yeah.
This is pretty interesting. Like, it's cool. I mean, even though, you're like, well, everything means nothing, and, Bran gets the king seat because he has good stories, apparently. So that's all you need to do to be a good king is have good stories.
And not be able to walk.
Yeah. Yeah, get pushed out of a window.
For watching incest.
Yeah, baby.
Brother and sister
Ooh.
stuff, dude. Weird.
Hell yeah. Well, I think
Damon.
I think it's gonna get worse because Damon and Rhaenyra are probably about to fuck, dude. Yeah.
Tonight.
God damn it.
What, tonight? No way.
Think so.
For real?
He mentioned
so?
something about that, but he didn't name names.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Well, I mean, it's,
No, I did. Yeah, I didn't name names.
Oh shit, my bad. I thought in episode 1 it was kind of established that he was like, "What's that?"
Well, there's probably going to be something happening in an alley tonight.
Oh no! Oh yeah, that's right. Because of the preview, and it's like, oh no.
Yeah. And word's gonna get out, and then that's when it's gonna be like, oh, shit's getting fucked up now.
Oh God, I don't want to see that. Fuck. God damn it. No pun intended. Fuck, dude. But that means, wait.
Damon's coming back.
So does that mean we get a time skip in the middle of this episode tonight?
Maybe.
Or is Rhaenyra gonna be like grown in this episode? Because I know
Maybe.
that I've seen.
There is another actress that's playing
I know.
Rhaenyra
Yeah.
after Time Jump.
Yeah.
But that's where I think you'll see the 12, 14-year-old Aegon shit.
Why would they have another actress do that? They couldn't just make her look younger, like previously, because the chick that plays her is 22.
Yeah.
Yeah, but so she's because I see where you're coming from, but I also see where the show's coming from too.
Yeah,
like
I'm not opposed to it.
The actress that plays Rhaenyra that we have like so far looks like she's 14.
She does look 14.
I mean, like, and then you look at her real age, and same thing with Allison.
That's why I said
Allison's like 25 or something. And I'm like, what? Like, you look like 15. What the fuck?
Well, they're portraying the ages correctly for the show.
Yeah. But I think the time jump is when like Rhaenyra is like in her 30s or like mid 20s.
At least the whole story takes place over 30 years.
Yeah. So and to be fair, the actress that they got to play older Rhaenyra, I think she looks damn near identical to the girl they got to play young Rhaenyra too. I was like, holy shit! I was like,
pretty damn close.
Yeah,
she got a big sister.
Yeah, for real, maybe.
Maybe.
I don't know.
But yeah, so I don't know. I like House of the Dragon. I think it's really fun to watch. The story so far is super interesting. I just cannot think about fucking like Game of Thrones and what happens at the end of Game of Thrones. So I know.
Leave it at the door.
Peter Dinklage. Yeah.
But at least it's fun to watch.
Oh yeah. I do find myself when I'm rewatching Game of Thrones, I'll watch the title sequence, and the whole time I just go Peter Dinklage, and then I'm like
Sean Bean.
Peter Dinklage. Oh boy! Between that and we jebbin', dude, it's like forever in my head. Forever.
He doesn't know the jebbin'.
I know.
But
yeah, it's a dude at our job that we basically turned his name into the Bob Marley song "We Jammin'" because his name's Jeb. So we go, "We jebbin', jebbin' like we never before."
It's when you're not doing anything.
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
we jebbin'. It's
The
great.
legend of Jeb.
You will be jebbin' all week, bruh.
Well, with this thumb, I'm straight up gonna tell like Jeb, like, bro, I gotta pick up shit with my right hand. I'm not. Because I'm not even going to fuck. Like, I sound like such a bitch. I don't care. Dude, I
was back to work the next week with my hand fucked up.
Yeah, well, you're a better man than me. I don't fucking know what to say. I legit, like, looked at my hand, and the amount of blood that was coming out of my hand, I literally was like, I think I need stitches. And then I was like, I'm not going to the fucking. I'm not doing
Just use glue.
Oh, yeah, that would have been a good idea.
Yep.
God, why am I so dumb? Jesus.
I wouldn't say dumb, just haven't had to deal with it yet.
Yeah, that's true. God, I was so angry, though, man.
It's like ignorant.
You want to hear how I did it?
You were
It wasn't even with a knife, dude. That's how fucked up. Yeah, dude.
Is it a spoon?
No.
Tell me you cut yourself with a fucking butter knife.
Nah.
And I would have
I'm not that terrible. But, dude, it was just typical me get this open type thing. Yeah, man.
Like one of the tabs?
For a can?
Tabs for a can?
That would make me even more upset if it was a pull tab really?
I've done that before, dude. I sliced it all down my fucking thumb.
Oh, nah.
All down my thumb, yeah.
So the can opener I have,
for like 4 hours.
I was making this chili that we all smelling and everything.
Chili.
And if you want some, you're more than welcome to have some.
Just gonna go in there and have a bite and come back.
Yeah, that's fine, dude. You're more than welcome. I'm not even. We have like paper bowls in there if you want some. I really don't care. It's good chili, dude.
Chili.
I like cut up peppers and everything in there. Ooh, so good.
Did you use beef or turkey?
Used half pound of ground beef, half pound of ground turkey, and then half of the like Jimmy Dean hot sausage.
Fuck yeah.
Cut up peppers in that bitch.
You
put
know
a whole
what you
bunch
should
of
do next
seasonings
time?
and
Do
stuff.
50-50 of beef and chorizo.
Ooh, that sounds good.
I met somebody who was a customer at Banditos who owns a restaurant in like North Carolina. And he's like, we make a meatloaf there, but we do 70% beef, 30% chorizo.
Huh.
in a meatloaf, and I'm like, dude,
That sounds good.
you're literally making me drool.
Yeah, that sounds
can't-
awesome. Hell yeah.
I would lick chorizo out of a. Never mind.
Wow.
I like chorizo.
You'd lick
I love
chorizo out of
chorizo.
an orc butthole.
Probably not. Probably not that.
I don't know. The orcs in Rings of Power look pretty clean. I'm not gonna lie.
They do.
They shower.
Now, and we talking the Urukai and Peter Jackson's films. I'm good. Nah, I'm good. Man flesh.
Films deep in that.
Oh God. Yeah.
Man flesh.
Jesus. Anyway, yeah.
Back
So
on track.
what the fuck were we talking about? Oh yeah, how I cut my hand.
Oh.
So I'm in the kitchen. I'm like, dude, the can opener I have, it's like not the best. So like you'll like go a little bit and then
it'll pop off.
well, it'll either do that or it'll like like around the can, like where it cuts, it won't like cut all the way down. You know what I mean?
It's just depressing it in.
Yeah. So it did that to like one of the cans of black beans that I had. And I was like, all right, like I've dealt with this before. I'm fucking get this bitch open, like whatever. So I did, and I didn't realize that there was one little section of the can that wasn't cut.
Yeah.
So I'm like going to like, I'm draining the water out of the beans and stuff like that. And I'm like, I go to like open up the can lid more, and I'm like, what the fuck? I'm like, it's not opening. I'm like, me get this open. So I go to like fucking just
Bend it.
so like if the can lid's like this, I want it to go halfway like that so I can just get the goddamn shit out of the can. Well, when I'm doing that, because my hands are wet and shit, because I've been like cutting things up and meat and all that, I'm like, let me wash my hands. My hands are still wet because I'm an idiot. And I'm going like that, and I go like that, and when I do that, I don't know how, but it just goes and just destroys my fucking thumb. And I literally after that, it didn't even like hurt. And I was like, all right, cool, I got the can open. I'm like pouring the can. Literally, and there's just blood all over the fucking floor and shit.
Now that I don't want chili, because it's
Well,
just a little bit of blood.
It's just pouring in there.
No,
Secret sauce.
that's
right
what I'm
there.
saying is that like I put the can in my other hand and I just have my bloody ass hand because I didn't think anything happened.
Right.
And it's just like hanging
Sliced.
down. I pour the beans in. I'm like, all right, cool. Now I gotta go cut what the fuck happened to my thumb like that. Go to running underwater and shit, and it just looks like a fucking psycho killer movie or something like that. Yeah, man. So if you want a bowl of chili, it might be a little irony, but it's pretty good.
Irony?
Irony. But yeah.
The irony.
So that's how I cut my fucking thumb.
Nice.
Idiot. So stupid, dude. Yeah, just really dumb. And then I felt like faint. Like after that, I don't know if it's because like I was like staring at my bloody ass fucking hand the whole time, and I just like
Tyler lost like 15 pints of blood.
It's
not
that's-
possible,
dude,
but-
bro, I literally
Here we
look up on Google. I'm like, how much blood do you have to lose to like feel faint? And if you feel faint, should you go to the fucking like hospital or something? And it's like the first thing that comes up is like this amount of. I'm like, well, that's not possible. I did not lose that much blood. Like
1 gallon of.
yeah, it's literally like it says like some astronomical amount of blood, and I'm like, yeah, that didn't happen. So
Right.
like, I don't know why I feel like this, but I think it was
My man's running
because
down the hallway in The Shining.
play with us forever.
How much
and
blood does it
ever.
take to feel faint? 1 elevator full.
Right. But yeah, so I like looked up all this stupid shit, and it was basically I came to the conclusion of like, oh, I'm an idiot. I'm just dehydrated. Because I was like
could be
drinking
it.
coffee and shit after I did it. I'm like, that was the worst decision I've ever made in my life.
Yeah, just thin your blood a little
Yeah,
more.
yeah, literally,
Go
dude.
ahead.
And then I like smoked a dab, and that was just the worst fucking idea ever. Like Jordan messaged me last night and was just like, how's Destiny going, bro? And I was like, I don't know. I cut my thumb. I feel like I'm gonna die. And he was just like, what are you talking about? And I told him what happened, and I was like, I decided I was gonna get high after this. It was the worst decision. I'm freaking out. And he was literally like, "You're such an idiot." He was like, "Your thumb's fine." He was like, "Pour alcohol in it, you'll be good."
Yeah.
And I
Got
just
some vodka,
dude. And then he's in the same time where he goes, "Pour alcohol in it." In the same sentence, he goes, "Or just get a knife and make it red hot and cauterize it." And I literally message him back and go, "That's badass." Like that. Because I knew, I'm like, this motherfucker would never say cauterize the wound unless he was drinking whiskey or some shit like
He
that.
had Knob Creek.
Yeah.
He had his 12-year aged.
Yeah. So I was like,
that
this
birthday
motherfucker's
whiskey.
getting drunk as shit. Tell me to cauterize my thumb. Like, what are we in, World War II, motherfucker? Like, yeah. I'm like, what the fuck? So, and he I think Jordan might be watching House of the Dragon with us tonight too.
Woo!
Yeah, so I think it might be you, me, Stone, Ryan, and Jordan.
That'd be cool.
Yeah. He said he likes it too.
Nice.
Because I was like, dude, you gotta watch it, man. It's so good. And he was like, I don't know, man. Game of Thrones is like kind of like, man. And I just,
Yeah, shut
I
up.
was like, bro, this is like it's Game of Thrones, but it's not.
This is not.
This is
Not
dope.
season 7, season 8.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, so all in all, the episode was really good. Loved it. CGI moose or whatever the fuck that is, elk.
Oh, the elk thing?
Yeah. That was looked
I mean,
good.
tell me they
Looked
don't
good.
have
Sorry, the
Never
boar
heard
was
of an elk
fine.
actor.
All the animals
Yeah, the
were
boar
good.
looked fine. Yeah. Another thing that I realized though is I was like, huh, all the animals kind of look like that in Game of Thrones. Like when they're CGI'd like that. Because I just watched, I'm rewatching Game of Thrones, and the dream sequences where Bran is warging into the direwolf,
Right.
and he like looks at himself in the river and shit, and it's the direwolf. I was like, huh, that looks really good.
Right.
And I was like, definitely CGI wolf though, like but it looks good. I like it.
Are they doing a warg?
Huh?
I said a warg.
Oh yeah, no.
See, that's the juxtapositions. Like, you look at those animals, you look at that.
Yeah.
Could you imagine if the boar looked like the warg? Like,
No.
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 It was done
Motherfucker
right.
looks like a derpy dragon.
Yeah, dude. I can't. And the dragons look good. The
Yes.
dragons looked really good this episode.
I don't think that's even gonna change.
First episode they looked a little bit weird.
Look, yeah.
Well, no, I'm saying
the
it's
face.
not gonna change back to not being the greatest.
Oh, yeah, if anything it'll probably get better, to be honest.
See the fucking scales
I-
move.
Yeah, that'd be
Ooh.
sick. I did think that we are gonna get more of the crabber though.
Yeah.
I
I wanted to at
I
least see
wanted
that.
more. I wanted him to talk. He doesn't talk.
No.
And I just was like, oh.
I don't know if he does talk.
Yeah,
I'm still a little worried with Damon though, like coming out covered in that blood.
getting dragon scale or whatever, grayscale.
maybe, Yeah. I don't know. It
I
doesn't
was gonna
happen.
say, are you hinting at something? 'Cause
No,
you
it doesn't.
know-
It doesn't
you know the
happen. No, I
story.
don't know it 100%.
Hmm.
I know plot points,
Oh,
but
okay, all right.
yeah, no, it's not a part in the book,
Hmm.
so I don't know. There's also two different forms of grayscale. There's like the one that you catch and turns you into demon dude, and then
Yeah.
kind of like what Shireen has. Whatever.
Oh, right.
There's
right.
a kid version too that it's non-contagious,
and it's just
but it just looks
yeah.
that. So he might have had that, and that way Damon would be fine.
Oh yeah.
But Crab Feeder in the books did not have grayscale.
Really?
Yeah,
He just was a
so they might have
regular-ass
just
dude.
yeah. So they might have just done that for
So like
looks.
villainize him. Yeah.
Yeah,
Oh, we're getting
he did a good job. It looked
Yeah.
crazy.
Dude, it looks insane. Especially when he comes out of the cave and is like looking at Damon. I was like, dude, you look horrifying.
Yeah,
Like, holy
the
shit.
crabs fed on him.
Dude, oh, bro, that was another thing. Is them showing, and, dude, it's so fucking cool how, like, in Game of Thrones, like, oh my god. Why can't I think of his fucking name, dude? He's
Peter Dinklage, Peter Dink, Jorah,
no,
Sam,
Iron Islands.
Theon.
Theon.
Yeah.
Thank you, Theon Greyjoy. He talks about he talks about how if somebody captured somebody for the Iron Islands or whatever, they get staked on the beach and shit like that. And I was like,
got it.
I know what you're talking about now.
Right.
But dude, seeing the fucking crabs crawl up on people and just start eating them.
Pieces, yeah.
Oh, dude.
It's rough.
It was crazy. I mean, it's such. Oh, dude, the gore in the show.
And the shots of like the nails through that. You don't even see the nail going through the hand.
But you
really,
see it go through
you
the
go
back
through the
of
other
board or
side,
whatever.
and it's like
it's
enough.
horrifying now. Yeah.
It's enough.
Well, it's and props to the people who are in the scene too, because like hearing no, please, no,
Yeah.
like and shit like that is
Guttural.
It's just so good.
Good acting.
Yeah, it's really well
They
done.
walk so long.
Jesus Christ. But yeah, so all in all, I mean, I'm giving the episode an 8 out of 10. I think
Solid.
It's a really solid episode. They continue to show things that I'm like, please don't show me that, and then they do, and I'm like, fuck. But it like makes me love the show even more. Like, so cool. Did you see the meme photo that I put in the Discord?
Oh, I see it now.
Yeah, so funny, dude. This is part of the end of episode 3, and it's like, Rhaenyra looking at the stag, being like, "You're the symbol that means I'm the legitimate heir," and then the stag's like, "What the hell are you talking about? I'm looking for the Harry Potter set, bro." So I thought that was pretty good.
That's pretty funny.
Expecto Patronum.
Expecto Targaryen.
Yeah,
That's
so
funny.
I thought that was really cool, and I love the chemistry between Rhaenyra and Kristen Cole is very well done.
too, yeah.
It's really cool. It seems like they enjoy each other's company as well. Like it. Well, I know. But yeah. Yeah. So very dope. I'm very excited about tonight. And it feels good to have, Game of Thrones back on Sunday.
Show to look forward to.
Yeah, man. Woo! Sorry. I was
Let's
thinking about Rings of Power and I yawned. Yeah, so very excited about House of the Dragon. Again, Pullian, the new
Dynamite?
character. Can't wait
Julian
for
Baratheon.
Baratheon.
the Baratheon. I can't wait for Daemon. I just love Daemon, and I'm pulling for him. I want Daemon to win.
Teaser. Can't remember. King of the Drift Throne or something.
Something like that.
Ah.
He's got short hair in this episode too. I don't like it. Come on, man. What happened to the wig, brother?
Maybe it's bunned up.
I don't think so. It didn't look like it was.
No.
Because he's got like a crown on or something.
It's true.
Yeah.
The Drift Mark crown.
Yeah, whatever, dude. Fuck everybody else. Damon for the win, bruh. That's what I say. Him and Rhaenyra gonna fuck, and it's gonna be sick.
It will be.
No, because I don't like how you... No, not like rapey sick.
No.
Probably.
I don't think so.
Oh, it's like, she's like, yeah, buddy. Really?
Maybe.
Oh, dude, David, my
Maybe.
man. You sick son of a bitch. Yeah, I love David, dude. He's just
good.
awesome. And I love this scene where he's like, your brother's sending reinforcements, and he's like, oh yeah? I just beats him
I don't
with
need
his
these
helmet.
reinforcements. I'll just do this myself.
So good. So, and dude, and his scene where he goes down to the battlefield by himself and just has a sword like laid down, and then is like, "You thought, bitches."
I mean, it is kind of shitty though. He's like
So
coming
good.
out with the white flag, and he's
Fuck
like,
it.
"All right, I give
It's
up."
Damon,
and they're
baby.
just like, "Ah,
Yeah,
all right, I get you."
dude. He's like, "Fuck you guys, I ain't surrendering."
It's pretty badass.
That's so cool.
But
I love him, dude.
yeah,
He's so awesome.
well, he shows that he's taking the risk in his own hands
Yeah, well,
to do stuff.
what I think is interesting about his character is the fact that he he is so prideful and wanting to prove himself so much that he's like, fuck my brother's reinforcements. I'm doing this shit myself. I'm going to kill these motherfuckers myself. Like, I just
He's
like
winning.
him. He's awesome. I want him to win. Win. Win.
I want him
Fuck
to be
the
in Rings of
source
Power.
material now. Damon wins.
Damon for the win.
Yeah, forever. But yeah, no, I love the show. I think it's really worth a watch if you got HBO. Definitely watch it.
Even if you've never watched Game of Thrones.
Yeah.
Yeah,
You don't
yeah.
need to watch Game of Thrones to
It's
watch
a
it.
great prequel to Game of Thrones, in my opinion. It's very
We
good.
covered last week Elizabeth Olsen possibly.
Yeah,
doing
we
the show.
did. Yeah,
There's another name that's circulating now too. Don't know who they will play,
What?
but there's another name
Is it
circulating.
Henry
for
Cavill?
Cavill.
Yeah, I figured. That's what I heard too.
So we don't know who he would play,
But he's gonna be in it
but
probably.
he looks good with
Give me
white
the
hair.
Give me the Witcher.
Yeah,
That's why people like he looks like a Targaryen with that hair. So
yeah,
Leave it gray, not Targaryen white. Ish. Whatever.
I don't know, but if Henry Cavill's in it, that'd be badass.
it would be.
Imagine Henry
honestly,
Cavill
though-
played Damon's part.
I think that too. Like he
That would
looks
be
more
insane.
That would also very much work.
looks more
He's
like
gotta
a
go
Daemon
reload his
to
arms.
me.
See,
The jaw for days, bro.
it's a different vibe though, because like if he played Damon, I'd be like, yeah, he's just fucking badass, bro. He's ripping people in half. Like, and with Matt Smith's Damon, I'm like, he's just like an evil, conniving like dude. That like you don't look at him and go, oh, I'm fearful now. Like, you know what I mean?
And his armor and shit, it's kind of imposing.
Yeah,
What if
but
his
then
name
you
in the
see
show was Gerald?
Jared.
Gerald instead of Geralt.
Oh,
Oh, you mean
Jerry?
Henry Cavill's name? It would be
Jerry Targaryen?
Gerald. Yeah, Jerry Targaryen.
Jerry.
Terry Targaryen.
Jerry Targaryen, dude. It's Jerry
maybe he
Targaryen.
plays a Lannister.
Oh God, fuck the Lannisters, dude. They're such pieces of shit.
Peter Dinklage.
Yeah, that's the only redeeming Lannister.
Mm-mm-mm.
Not Jamie. If anybody says Jamie, I will fucking.
I was about to
fight
say
you.
Jamie up until season 6.
Yeah, I was gonna say I will
Even 7,
fucking fight
even 7,
you.
but 8. Yeah, no. Cersei, pretty badass.
Hey, Brienne, hop on this dick so I can go over there and die with my sister now. Jesus Christ.
Well,
Get hit by a rock, you
he
loser.
was like, hey, there's a possibility I'm dying tonight, so fuck you now. And then it turned out, like, didn't die. My sister.
So stupid. Yeah, meanwhile, like, Brienne's such a good character, and she's, like, crying and shit over I'm like, my dog, like, I was with you until now. Now I want you to die. Like, now.
I want you buried in rubble.
That
Nope.
literally if you stepped 1 foot to the left, you would be okay. What the
Fine.
fuck? Yeah. Ah!
Dun, dun.
Yeah, no, yikes. But yeah,
It's
so
not this show.
love House of the Dragon. Very, very fun. And you know, can't wait for more Dracarys.
God,
Yeah, so
can't wait for more dragons.
yeah.
There's so many more dragons.
I don't think we're getting any dragons this episode.
Maybe not. I'm
I
not saying
think
this
it's-
episode. I'm just saying in
I
general.
know. But I think this
When
one
we
is
actually
more
get
of
to
a
the dance, it's going to
story.
be crazy.
Yeah. You think they'll get to the dance this season?
No.
Yeah, I didn't think so.
No. Which, again, I don't know how they're planning on doing this because, again, this is a set story that you can't really stretch too much.
I would assume probably 3 seasons.
I would be comfortable with 3 seasons.
Which, to me, I'm like, okay, can we do 10 years in one season, 10 years in the next season, then 10 more years in the last season? Because that would make it make sense.
It's true.
Like, I just feel like that would be more organized.
Yeah.
Because I think we've only covered
2.5 years.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it's, I mean, yeah. So if they cover 10 years of time in each season, I'm totally cool with it. And I
Right.
think the pacing would be fine.
Yep.
Especially with what they're doing right now. I like how it's time skips, but it's not like, you know, like 17 years in the future, like something like that. It's like
He's got
really
16
well done.
kids.
I also like how it doesn't say on the bottom or whatever, like 2 years later.
Me
or
too.
whatever. It's built into the conversation and shit like that. And
It's also in the I mean, like the people that they have on screen. I mean, like they look different.
Mhm.
Like it's not a lot, but I mean they like visually they
Viserys
look
looks just
older.
like a little bit older, a little
Same
bit
thing
more
with Kristen
gruff.
Cole. Like
Yep.
we pointed that
Yep.
out. We're
Oh,
like,
yeah,
holy
yeah.
shit, dude! He looks like it looks like it's been 2 years. Like with those characters. So same thing with Otto. Otto getting a little more gray in his beard and shit like that. And same thing with like you said, Viserys. You see like little speckles of shit.
And this was the first episode that we didn't see Alicent pick her fingers.
Oh yeah, I didn't notice that.
Getting a little bit more in control.
Huh.
Yeah, I'd destroy my hands.
Me too.
Not as bad as hers.
Oh yeah, dude. I mean, dude,
mine-
some of the
My thumbs just stopped bleeding yesterday.
they cut to her fingers sometimes, and I'm like, Jesus, like what, bro? Like
Yep.
I'm pretty bad with it, but I ain't that bad. Damn.
Ooh.
She, like Otto says, why do you
She eating
destroy
lunch over here.
yourself?
Like
like,
lunch on her hands.
bro, oh my god. I mean, you know, she's in the king's chambers, all that shit. She's probably nervous as fuck the whole time. Like, yeah. Oh yeah, she in them chambers.
Clearly she was in those chambers.
Yeah, she's got 2 kids with him now. So, what you gonna do?
Gonna rule the place.
Shouldn't have mended that dragon, Allison. You fucking idiot.
What do you mean? She did exactly what she was planning on doing.
She sealed her fate that day.
Right, but now
Gave him his
she's
Warhammer figurine back, and now he loves you.
she's playing her game.
Well,
She's playing her dad's game.
I don't think she
Not
even,
entirely.
bro. She doesn't even know that she's playing the game. She's just following whatever the fuck her dad tells her to do.
Not exactly. Not anymore.
Really?
There was something in
fell
this
in
episode
love.
too, and I can't remember what it was that
That Otto was talking about?
Otto told her to say to him, and she didn't.
Well, because Otto was talking about telling her to tell Viserys to make Aegon the
Right,
heir,
and she didn't
She's
say
like,
that.
no, it's promised to Rhaenyra.
Right, so that's part of the game she's playing.
All right.
She definitely was in the beginning.
Seriously, suck eggs, bro. Fuck him. I
Aegon?
hate him.
Who?
Huh?
What?
What?
Said suck eggs. I said Aegon.
Who do you hate?
Egg.
Otto.
Otto Hightower.
Allison's
Hand.
dad.
Yeah.
I'm like, oh, God. I'm like, dude, you could have had anybody else as the hand. I mean, this guy sucks.
Yeah,
He's in it for his own game.
definitely.
Yeah,
Him and the Maesters.
Yeah.
All of them.
Yeah.
Every time.
Just like Littlefinger and Varys and
Mm-hmm.
whatever the old motherfucking maester is.
Maester Aemon? No, that's
Mr.
yeah.
I forget what his name is.
Pycelle.
Pycelle, yeah. That motherfucker, bro. Jesus Christ. I hate him. He's so fucking ugh. Like, I just watched that one
wretched.
scene where he's like talking to Littlefinger's like headmistress
Mhm.
or whatever. Dude, and they got this one shot where he's like the sunlight's like coming through his robe and he just is like squatting and then like doing jumping jacks or whatever the fuck.
Yeah.
And you can like see through his robe. I'm like, get this fucking old piece of shit off the screen. I don't care.
Well, it's showing you that he's putting on an act.
I hate him so much. He sucks.
He
And
does
works
suck.
for the Lannisters too. I hate him.
Yeah.
Sucks.
Well, and these Maesters are working for Hightower.
Right. Yeah, you're right. So dumb.
Working for the Hightower is in his hand.
Yeah.
So-
But yeah, everybody that's in the council sucks.
Yeah,
I hate them.
they do.
Yeah.
They're pieces of shit.
I'm like, can we please just get Viserys a dub, please?
He's not getting a dub till he's in the grave.
And that's his dub.
That's
is
his
dying.
dub. He's like, you're done, bro. You don't have to deal with this shit no more.
I want him to continuously keep losing fingers on his hand.
Every other episode he's losing.
He's like, oh, I lost me other finger.
You know which episode you're in based on how many fingers he had.
Well, Viserys
Episode 1.
He lost
Episode
5
2,
fingers, so
episode
we're
3.
definitely on episode 5 now. Yeah, I just
What is that disease? Do they?
It's not mentioned, right? It's just the
No,
Iron
it's
Throne's-
the Iron Throne cutting him and basically poisoning him because
of all the swords.
there's
He's got
Swords.
tetanus.
yeah.
You got damn rabies shots.
There's
Yeah.
just a thought around if you get cut by the throne, then it shows that you're not meant to sit on it. So it's these little things.
Little tidbits.
Yes, and there's a couple kings that died. There was one that died on the throne from falling on it, essentially, and then also another one.
Pretty much,
The
yeah.
the Mad King's name was, besides the Mad King, was the Scab King because he was covered in scabs from cutting himself. So
Yeah, which is basically supposed to, like Mike said, just be a symbol for your reign, where it's like
Not fit.
right.
Yeah, right, exactly. What was the thing you told me where it was like, if you are a ruler on the throne, you're sitting to like the right?
No. So it was how Viserys was sitting on the throne. He was sitting back and to the left, and that's when he was like cut himself and shit. And when Daemon was sitting on the throne, it was up and to the right. It was opposite of him. And
Yeah.
obviously he didn't get cut or anything.
Right,
Like,
yeah, because he's a
It
better
was just
ruler.
just a short little thing, but not that Daemon sits on the throne anyway.
He's a badass, bro.
Bam,
Yeah,
Mama,
so-
Mama Jamma.
Very excited about
Jab.
tonight. Can't wait to watch the show. Let's
I'm
get
gonna
into.
have to watch 2 episodes, so I gotta watch the first one or the 3rd episode before we start the next one.
Oh, you haven't seen it?
No.
Oh, I'm glad I just spoiled the entire
But
thing.
yeah,
for you.
I was just gonna sit here in silence.
Fair
You did.
enough. Fuck. Well,
did.
sorry, dude. Well, it's a really good episode either way. I mean, you know, it's
There's
great.
still things that we didn't talk about.
That's true.
Yeah, no, you're.
Let's
I'm
talk about them. No, I'm just kidding.
So the stag.
No. Let's talk about She-Hulk now. So She-Hulk, man. So me and Mike watched this on Thursday. Right?
Yeah, most of it.
Yeah, most of it.
I
And
didn't
then
finish.
you've
I still
never
didn't.
finished it? How fucking dare you, you
Yeah.
misogynistic pig.
You told me, and so I was like,
Yeah,
okay,
yeah.
I'm
It
don't
doesn't matter.
need to watch it. I've seen it in the trailer.
Yeah, it
Whatever.
doesn't matter. This episode for me, mixed bag again. A little bit better than last week for sure. Jen Walters is becoming more likable to me. This is the Tinder episode,
Sure is.
so it's the one where She-Hulk's getting a lot of hits on Tinder. Everybody that she's going on dates with are like just garbage heaps of men, except for one where he's like, "I'm a doctor," and she's like, "Oh,"
I'm adopted.
and then yeah.
I really thought that's what
You
were
didn't
about
hear
to
me
say.
correctly.
So you think I actually have money and I'm a decent person? No, I'm adopted. I hate my parents.
So, in this episode, it's 35 minutes long. Actually, the longest episode that we've gotten so far,
Holy shit.
which is pretty cool. We
I'm
get.
not mad that they're as short as they are.
I am. I hate.
Yeah,
the
I'm
short
not mad either. Let's get it
episodes.
over with.
The one episode that was like 20 minutes or something like that. I was like,
first
this
two
is a
episodes?
waste of fucking
Yeah,
time.
I was saying that was the first 2.
I think I may
The
have been
second
the
one was
second
when we were-
episode.
yeah.
So again,
the second episode when she's clapping her hands.
no, that's the first
That
episode.
was the first
Yeah.
one when they
Yeah.
were fucking tossing rocks.
Yeah, so in this one we get a case between Wongers and which I'm forever just calling Wongers
It's
from now on.
Fine.
I mean, like, it is what it is, brother. So like, yeah, we get Wong is suing this guy named Donnie Blaze, which we thought was Johnny Blaze, which would be a Ghost Rider, but it is not. It is Donnie Blaze. He's a 2-bit magician that is a flunky out of Carmitage.
But they let him keep the sling ring.
I don't think they let him keep it. I think
might
he
have
stole it.
Stole that bitch.
Yeah, I think he stole it.
Oh, and I think that's the only thing that he needs to Wong would need to get back because that's the only part of his magic show that's
well,
Kamar-Taj related.
Actual magic is
Well,
what it is.
right.
Yeah.
So why does Wong need to stop his career? Why doesn't he just like, we need that sling ring back, bro?
Wong, because dude, you know why?
Why?
It's because Donnie Blaze got Madison to spoil all the Sopranos for him, and he gets pissed off about it. That is literally the reason. Because after Madison comes through the sling portal, and she's like, "Yeah, I made a pact with a demon guy named
goat demon
Jake.
gave him 6 drops of my blood, and now I'm here."
Yeah, and she's like, "Oh my god, this is the one where they kill blah blah blah." I'm not spoiling it. No, that dude, Sopranos is my favorite fucking show, and I don't give a fuck about Marvel, but
dude, that was
like
fucking awesome. You're sitting there,
dude. I got so mad. I was like, "Why would
but
you
weren't
do
you
that?"
weren't mad at first. You were like, "Dude,
well,
the Sopranos theme song?
Well,
why is that in it?" And you're like, "Dude, Wong's watching The Sopranos. This is great." And then the ruin.
Yeah, and then Madison spoils the episode. And what was weird was when they show Wong dancing to the Sopranos theme, it shows the episode of like
it's paused on the screen.
Yeah, and I literally was like, "Oh shit, that's a really good episode that he's on." Like, cuz I knew what episode it was, and then she spoils it, and I was like, "You just spoiled the fucking show for everyone who's never seen it."
Yep.
And then she spoils something else in the show that's like pivotal, dude. Oh my god, I got so mad. I was just like, no one's
all
ever
for
gonna
the
watch
all for the
show.
plot line of going Wong saying, "Ooh, you spoiled it for me."
Yeah, I mean,
let's go.
That's his motivation. He's like, Donnie Blaze is gonna pay for this. So, but yeah, all in all, the plot in this episode's real bad. But there are some jokes that land. There's a couple
N's
jokes.
and a Y, but you don't know where.
I kind of thought she was funny.
I thought
she
it was
funny.
perpetually dumb.
Yeah,
and then the second time,
you laughed a couple of times.
I'll chuckle. Yeah, fine. But dude, oh god, and then
purposes, absolutely.
Summoning her into the courtroom.
Yeah.
And she's got her drink.
Yeah, it's like a
and
gin and tonic or something.
It's like, you can't drink that in here. Oh, yes, I can.
And then they just let her.
Yeah.
Yeah.
How is this clearly overly intoxicated person a reliable witness on the stand?
She's not.
Right. So, lawyer show. Sucks.
Well, they've come out and said that they're not good lawyer show writers.
Right. He just happens to they're bad comedy writers too.
That's funny. Yeah, man. So yeah, it's basically the general plot is Wong wants to sue Donnie Blaze because he's using
misappropriating magic.
Yeah, he's basically using stuff from Kamar-Taj to get famous and do stupid magic shows and all that shit, whatever. So She-Hulk is like, did you make him sign a non-compete or
NDA
blah, blah, blah,
or anything?
NDA? And he's like, no, we pledge our loyalty there at Kamar-Taj. It's not like a paperwork type thing.
Right.
She's like, yeah, that's got to change, buddy. And he's like, yeah, don't know about all that. So,
again, I don't understand how things happening in Kamar-Taj or whatever related to Kamar-Taj, how is that an American legal system problem? They kind of address it too. It's like, you can't copyright magic. You're right.
Yeah, I mean, you're right.
So why are we in this fucking courtroom to begin with?
Well, if he would have signed like an NDA or something like that in Kamar-Taj, then yeah, it wouldn't apply.
But still, the
It'd be a
NDA,
Kamar-Taj
would that
problem.
be in wherever Kamar-Taj is? Wouldn't it be on their books, their law?
Yeah.
Not here, so...
That's what I'm saying is
Yeah.
like, if he did do that, it wouldn't have made...
It still wouldn't be going to a U.S. courtroom.
Right, exactly. It's the same thing as, like the Depp case was in Virginia because...
well, that was because the Washington Post was...
based out of Virginia.
There. Yeah.
Yeah, right. So it's the same exact thing. Replace Virginia with Kamar-Taj, and it's the same fucking thing. Yeah, whatever. So
I just don't understand why Wong can't just show the fuck up to Donnie Blaze, punch him in the face and take the sling ring and leave. Why do we need to go to court for this?
We don't.
Right.
But I mean, and that's what I'm saying is like, you know, the plot in this episode is bad. I'm not gonna lie, but you know, it's not twerking with Megan Thee Stallion this time, which is cool.
Oh, bar's a little higher. No twerking.
Yeah. I mean, and even still, like, I'm really not mad about She-Hulk twerking with Megan Thee Stallion because it's a post-credit scene and it's just supposed to be like goofy and funny.
I just think it's funny that it's a guy doing it.
Well, yeah, that is kind of
pretty
funny. That is pretty funny. But it's just one of those things where a lot of people got really fucking upset about She-Hulk twerking and stuff like that. And when you really do think about it, it's like it's a post-credit scene. It's not pivotal to the story. Like it's the same.
But okay, I'll pose this to you though. Yes,
Sure.
it's a post-credit scene that's not pivotal to the story. Why is it in there?
Because
You need to cut unnecessary things.
because every post-credit scene at the end
In
of
this
in this
show
yeah
makes no
yeah.
sense.
Well, it's not supposed to. I think I think it's just supposed.
But that's
to
where
be,
I have a problem with it. It's
Yeah.
like this is just a ha-ha.
Well, right, yeah, 100%. I just think that in the sense of, I don't know,
And
just the story
the
and
twerking
stuff.
part in general, I think it was only just to have the fucking song in there and shit.
Well, it was definitely to have Megan Thee Stallion in there for sure.
We need one more shot with Megan Thee Stallion.
Yeah,
We paid
yeah.
for this shit.
Well, I and the actress who plays Jen has come out and said, like, I'm a huge fan of Megan Thee Stallion, and the director was able to get her for this, and so blah 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 blah.
And it's pivotal to the role, pivotal
it's
to the
not.
show.
Yes,
Yes, it was. For the episode, Megan Thee Stallion.
I
was
mean,
absolutely
yeah,
pivotal.
for the episode to make sense, yes. But the twerking part and all that shit, it's just meant to be like, ha, She-Hulk's twerking, like with Megan Thee Stallion. She sweet,
Yeah.
like, so, whatever, dude. Like, you know, the other thing that's wild to me is I'm like, I thought you said this show wasn't a cameo show.
That was
And
the joke. See, the
That was
comedy
joke in the
writing.
car.
This is not a cameo
Oh.
show every week, except for and
Well,
because
yeah,
that's
well,
the
maybe, yeah.
funny. It actually
Oh.
is a cameo every
yeah,
show.
that didn't land for me. I just was like,
I chuckled. I just went.
yeah, but that, I mean, like,
You
I
got-
want to, that reaction to me, that is 80% of all the jokes is, you know?
Well,
and
I
that's
mean,
where I go, hey,
That's
you
why I
suck
said
at
a
writing
chuckle
comedy.
instead of a scoff.
Yeah.
It's not like
yeah. No, yeah, I'm not
It's
rolling
more
I
my
be scoffing left and right.
Okay.
You're
I be
scoffing all the
scoffing
time.
left and right.
Yeah,
'cause it's just
For me,
ugh.
I agree with you where it's like I'm like yeah like that or something like that. Like, I mean, Mike even witnessed me being like
I know.
like that, and he's like, "What you doing?
You thought that was fun? Yeah.
Yeah,
well,
I'm like, yeah, I thought it was. Why not? She called, kind of whimsical. Madison called Wong Wongers, bro. That's fucking awesome.
Huggers.
Yeah, I'm like,
Wongers for
dude,
Wongers.
Wongers is forever now.
it's fine.
I'm gonna
Yeah.
call him
Whatever.
Wangers.
Wangers, dude. It's so funny you say that. Angry Joe was in their review of it was calling him Wangers, and I was so hearing you just
I-
like
I don't
passively
I
say
don't
that.
watch.
I know.
Angry Joe
That's,
either.
that's,
Wangers.
that's why I was like, oh my god, like it's the hype.
Now he's
line.
wangers from
Now he's
now on
Wangers
for me.
I'm cool with it.
Wangers and smash.
Wangers.
Wangers and Wongers.
Well, I say bangers and mash. Wangers and smash.
Wangers, Wangers and Wash.
Comes for my wangers.
Oh
Leave
God.
with
My
a
wong and
smash.
smash.
But yeah, so in regards to the episode, I'd probably give it the same score I gave last week. To be honest, like it's kind of the same. At the end of the episode, you know, it's like the Donnie Blaze or whatever opens up like a portal to hell and is like, Wong, I need your help, and Wong's like, okay, like, and just like helps him. And yeah, so and I think that's the
What comes out of the demon? Do they send it back? Do they what?
Yeah, they close like the portal and shit and get rid of all the demons.
Okay.
Yeah. It's
What is this, a
it-
fucking supernatural episode?
I mean, basically, yeah. So like basically what happens is like Donnie Blaze is like trying to make his show like have like the next trick or like he's trying to, you
Like the
know,
next big.
yeah. Like he's just trying to impress everybody that's at his show, and it's visibly you can tell from the audience that everybody's like, even somebody in the audience goes, somebody in the audience literally goes lame like that or whatever.
Garbage.
So yeah, you could just tell.
Oh,
that
he was gonna do his transport thing, and the lady comes up there and she's like, I ain't getting in that thing.
Well,
you sent somebody to Albany last week.
Yeah, right. Yeah,
or whatever the fuck.
Yeah.
And it was
because she's talking about Madison.
No, I don't think so. I don't think so.
Is.
I think she's talking about somebody else because
not.
Madison didn't go to fucking Albany or whatever.
Madison goes somewhere else, and then because of the court case on TV and everything, it's apparent that Donnie Blaze sent somebody else to another dimension. So now that's why he has more people in his crowd.
Right, but I feel like the way I saw it is that he's been doing this more.
So
then
yeah,
it was somebody.
then.
So she said, so sent somebody to Albany. Fucking Albany. I'm not going there.
Yeah.
And that's where I was like, that's dumb.
You're probably right.
And that's when he was like, okay, fine, I'll do something different. And he has a dove.
Well, the dove flies out of the hole.
Out of the second hole.
Sling ring hole.
Second one.
It never goes away.
He made the one behind her. That was the one she wasn't going in.
Yeah.
And then he said, okay, fine. And he makes another one vertically this way.
Oh, yeah.
And then the dove comes out of
right.
it.
You're right. Yeah.
And you're like, oh, it's a dove.
And
it flies and it shits out an egg. And then it's a demon.
Smeagol's in her hands or whatever.
Right.
And
like,
yeah.
Oh,
so
how cute.
Basically, that portal that's vertical that Donnie does is basically a portal into hell. And that is like
Mephisto?
But that's the thing is like a lot of people are speculating that Madison talked to Mephisto, not Jake. Like,
is Mephisto goat demon?
Mephisto is literally
a demon, not a goat though.
Mephisto is the demon. He's Lucifer.
I know. I'm just saying. It's just, no depictions of him in Marvel Comics has been a goat.
No, I don't think so. Not to my knowledge. No,
I don't know. Maybe it was Adar.
It's a shapeshifter. It makes sense. Multiverse. You see like Madison in Rings of Power. Oh
my God! Where's Galadriel?
Dude,
that's another thing.
Jared Padalecki and Jensen Ackles come out of the next fucking Sling Ring portal.
Oh my God!
I gotta dip back to Lord of the to Rings of Power real quick, just because of that. Fucking Numenor, elves. We don't have elves here. It's been so long. We don't like elves or whatever. And then they have a puppet show of, oh, it's the mythical Galadriel, the orcs. What the fuck are you talking about? Sorry.
I know.
B-plot.
I know. I
Whatever.
hated that
Go
too.
back.
I was like, so you do know who she is. Okay.
Okay.
I know.
We're back.
I know.
Yeah, so Madison with two N's and a Y, but you don't know where.
You don't know where.
Oh my God, dude! I love that you hate her.
I just think it's so dumb. I don't hate her. If anything, she's the best person in the show.
This episode, she did kind of steal the episode.
But it's just like, what are we watching here?
I love at the end of the courtroom scene where she's like, "Wongers, are we gonna hang out?" And Wong's like, "Okay." Like,
just get froyo.
Yeah, and he's like, no froyo. I want to watch a movie or whatever. And then she's like, okay, I won't spoil it this time. And he's like, yeah, no spoilers like that. At the end of the episode too, they're watching the movie This Is Us. And she spoils it for him again, dude. Dude, I need more Madison, bro. She needs her own show.
No.
And it's her. It's her and Wong the whole time. And it's like Everybody Loves Raven, but it's with Madison and Wong. Let's go. I'm kidding. I don't want that.
I know.
But yeah. So the show in general, like this episode. It was decent. Like at the end of the episode, get a cool fight scene with She-Hulk and some demons and Wong. But the fight scene to me was lackluster because the entire time that she is fighting, she's breaking the fourth wall and she's just talking to the camera the entire time. And And it just like for me, it was just too much. Like I was like, dog. I was like, we get it, Like
Break the fourth wall.
right? I was like, can we get some like action, like without you talking?
This is a comedy. What are you talking about?
Yeah. So real weird. But yeah, She-Hulk is kind of like a mixed bag. I feel like you either love it or you hate it. Or you're like me, where you're like right in between. I guess
you're in the meh.
I don't know, because like some weeks it is, man, and then other weeks I'm like, yeah, it's pretty good. So
Haven't had any of those weeks yet.
yeah. Oh yeah, and the one scene where she takes the doctor guy back to her place and they definitely have sex.
Yeah.
Like it's 100% confirmed. And the next morning he wakes up next to Jen and he's like, I gotta go. Like that, like, cause she's not She-Hulk. It's so awesome. I'm like, yeah, Jen.
Even when you think there's a good guy, he's a piece of shit.
Well, it's not even like that. It's like, I mean, like the way that they interpret it, to me, it felt like, well, yeah, Jen wasn't really honest with him, like, because she was She-Hulk the entire time that he's talking to her. He doesn't know that she transforms. So to me, I was like, yeah, I mean, you kind of fucking lied to him a little bit. You didn't see the scene, man.
No, I didn't. But just how you described it is like.
No, I mean, like, it definitely seems like, yes, it does portray him as kind of a piece of shit for leaving because of that.
Right.
But at the same time, it is also, like, displayed on screen that it's like, well, you didn't tell him that you transform into Jen. And you, it's not like She-Hulk does her thing and then you transform into, it's like you purposely transformed back into Jen, and he doesn't like that because guess what? The matcher profile that you made doesn't say
that you transform.
Well, it's a picture of She-Hulk.
Yeah.
Why the fuck would anybody think that she just? I mean, Bruce is forever Smart Hulk, so
Yeah, but Abomination isn't.
Yeah, but I mean, I don't know.
It's inconsistent. And at the same time, I think I probably would like it better if she would have been like, "Oh, you're not about this? Fine, transform." They do round 2.
Like as a joke.
Yeah, just instead of just like, "All right, dude, I'm out." Like, fuck you,
Yeah,
Jen.
yeah, I get that. Where he's like, "Oh shit, I didn't know that you transformed."
Yeah,
into
and then
She-Hulk."
if she was just like, "Oh, you like this better," and goes back into She-Hulk.
Yeah.
And then they can
And
go
they-
for
yeah,
round 2. Like,
right.
that would have been more fine with me than just, like, portraying again. The dude is like, all right, like,
Not into
don't
this.
like you
Likes
as human.
my girls green and 10 feet tall
Gamora, but taller.
Yeah.
and stronger.
And what?
Stronger.
Longer.
I thought he said struggle. I was like,
Yeah,
wait,
too.
what? Who's struggling?
It's the implication.
Whoever's fucking tied up's the one struggling.
I don't think you tying up She-Hulk.
I don't see Jen struggling.
I
don't
don't
think
think
you
she
tie
would.
She
up
is not
She-Hulk.
written that way.
No.
Even
does
if,
not have a
even
struggle.
if she was written that way, I think she like you tying
One
her
big
up.
O
she-
in that fucking house. is getting fucking top blown off of it, dude. She gonna clap once and you're gonna get fucking flung back into a wall.
Yeah,
Wow.
something else clapping and it brings the house down.
Ew.
I want to get my cheeks
Do it,
clapped.
Arby's.
Hope you got house insurance, Jen. You gonna need it.
I need an
But
extra
yeah,
pair of
I like the
so
shingles.
they get the fries to go and all that shit. So it's pretty sick. But yeah, all in all, I mean, like, whatever, dude. Like, it's better than Miss Marvel. I'll take it over Miss Marvel any day. Miss Marvel was utter garbage, dude.
I never
But
even
this is
finished that shit.
Utter garbage. And I
Never
would,
even finished it. A guy couldn't.
I don't blame you. I don't blame you. Like, to me, She-Hulk is far superior to Miss Marvel.
I think they're on the same tier of dog shit.
No way. I
Same
can't
tier
agree
of
with
dog
that.
shit?
I
Yeah.
can't
I won't
agree
agree
with
with that.
that.
I know you can't.
It's like Miss Marvel
She-Hulk's
is like
a little bit less stinky.
or like less soupy. I feel like Miss Marvel is like literally like a soup
defined turd.
soup turd that's like falling through your fingers.
I cannot get
and
over
then
that at episode
She-Hulk's just like
3,
a
I was
solid
invested
throw
in it. In Miss Marvel, I wanted to see where it was going.
No way.
And now it didn't go very far or do anything. I'll
Or
give it
do
that.
anything
but
for that matter.
at one point watching the show, I was like, "Ooh, where is this going?"
Ain't going
This
nowhere.
one, not in the least. Don't give a shit because every week nothing is happening.
Gonna have the Angry Mike show here soon.
The Angry Mike show.
Not angry. It's just
Yeah.
dumb.
Yeah. Well, I mean, it's something.
And I don't appreciate being called an ist just because I think that it's shitty writing.
That's something that I fucking hate too. Is that it's like, why can't we just not like things now? Like there's
It's
gotta
a
be
reason,
this.
Oh, you're this because you don't like this.
Right,
No,
right.
It's just not my cup of tea, motherfucker.
Right, exactly. Like for me, it was like,
I don't like Earl Grey. Oh, you're anti-England.
yeah, right, yeah, exactly, right.
Bitch, what?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's like,
it has nothing to do with that.
and like it to me, it really. I mean, it started with Obi-Wan. Like that's where it got kind of brought to like the forefront, where it was like, oh, you don't like Revan? Oh well, or Reva, whatever her name is. Yeah, it's like,
was it Revan?
Yeah, whatever.
Riven,
That's how
a fucking raid boss in Destiny.
There you go. Oh yeah, that's right. That's the Ahamkara. But yeah, it's in regards to like the character of Reva, I just thought I liked her. I liked the actress, and I liked, her in general. But I thought she was written terribly.
Right.
And it was like, oh, you're racist if you don't like her, and it's like, no.
Yeah.
I don't have a problem with her at all. I have a problem with the way that she's portrayed in this show.
Or just events that happen. It's just dumb.
And it's the same thing with Miss Marvel, where it was like, oh, you're racist.
You're an
Marvel.
Islamophobe.
Yeah, and it's like
no.
No, I
Actually, I really enjoyed the Islamic
Yeah, me
kind
too.
of customs
When they went
and
to
shit that they
Karachi,
were doing.
it was-
I love all the traditional shit that they put into shows.
well, when they went to Karachi,
Especially
it was
ones that I had
awesome.
no idea about.
What?
I did not like the touristy part of the
Well, yeah, but I mean, when she's like on the train yard and all that shit, I was like, this is fucking dope looking. Like, this is cool.
Yeah.
And then we got the fucking weird ass platform shit where the girls like doing jumping jacks on them or something. And it's like, what the fuck is going on? Like, but yeah, and I don't give a fuck what anybody says. The Jinn, shit characters. I'm sorry, but they are. Like, in this,
It really doesn't matter who played them because they were written like poo.
yeah, and so it's like, and the same thing with She-Hulk. Oh, you don't like She-Hulk? You're a misogynist pig. And it's like,
Why? It's a dude playing.
well,
Chew.
I mean, like, just like
You're racist against green people. What?
For me, it's like, oh, you don't like Jen? You must be a misogynist pig. And it's like, no, she's an arrogant bitch, and nobody likes her. Like, I mean, like, what redeeming
I
quality?
can even put that aside.
Kind of hard to not be a bitch and be the assistant DA.
Well,
Or
and
like-
see,
or
that's
like
another
the-
that's another thing. Again, they're not good at writing lawyer shows, clearly, because she goes from working for the DA and then turns into a prosecutor, and it doesn't.
It don't work that way.
Yeah,
doesn't work.
I don't know shit
It
about
don't-
lawyer shit,
it
and I
don't
know
work
that.
way.
Insufferable.
Yeah, so in regards to like
They
all
said,
of that
fuck the
shit,
fine print, dude.
yeah, it's and again, it's to me, I'm like, well, she's a lawyer 70% of the
fucking-
time. Like,
Yeah.
even when
Yeah.
she is She-Hulk, like, can we just make this a court show?
Well, it was a comedy lawyer show.
But it's, I mean, like, I just wanted it.
Minimal
just
lawyering,
hire Vince
no
Gilligan,
comedy.
dude. Oh my god,
Vince
like,
Gilligan
bro,
to do a She-Hulk
wouldn't that be sick though?
would be nuts.
Dude, I'm not even fronting though. Like, if they did hire somebody like that to like work on that with them, I think it would be leagues and bounds better. Like,
Yeah.
ugh, dude, yeah. So I'm hoping that later on, like when she's incorporated in like the Kang Dynasty and stuff like that, I'm hoping that we get a little bit.
It's under different direction.
Well, yeah, like I'm hoping that like we get a badass female character, but I'm hoping that she's written better, and because of this season of She-Hulk, I'm hoping that I like her because I do like She-Hulk. I think She-Hulk's cool. But Jen Walters in this fucking series, I'm like, you suck. Yeah, no wonder you don't get any hits on Match. You fucking blow. Nobody wants to be around you.
Because you control your anger infinitely better than everybody else.
Shut the fuck up. I hate
Tyler
it.
show.
I'm just saying. I mean, I'm just being real. It's like that's such
No,
a
you're not allowed to be real anymore.
right, right, yeah, and that's my problem with these shows now. Is like I'm like, dude, just because I don't like it doesn't mean that I fucking hate women and all this shit. How about like I don't know. It just gets into a whole other fucking pathway of conversation, and I'm like, whatever.
It's fucking
man.
stupid.
It's just like. I don't know. If they had
People that bring that shit up just piss me off to
well,
no end.
it's just because for me, in regards to like that conversation, it's like your argument for that is null. Like it doesn't make any sense. I'm not bringing it up because I don't like women. I'm bringing it up because it's written bad.
Poor writing, right?
Yeah, like you can.
But I don't understand logic.
Yeah, like you can do writing where it makes men look like buffoons and it works.
Yeah, but see, here's the problem though: is like you're criticizing something that women wrote, which makes you a misogynist.
Right. In this day and age, yeah.
Right.
Like, so I mean,
Forever.
yeah. So in regards to like critiquing the show and stuff, I don't give a fuck anymore about like tiptoeing around shit and everything. I don't care. Like if you think I'm a misogynist because I don't like certain things about the show, then go fuck yourself. I don't care. I really don't. Like, we have like 35 views on YouTube. I don't give a shit about your opinion, dude. I really don't. Like, it's like, what are they going to do next? Like, make fucking Galactus like, I'm not going to eat your planet because I heard I was a misogynist because there's women on here and I don't want to hurt them. Like, or like something that's stupid like that. I don't know, man. I just get really angry about that shit because I'm like, it's such a cop-out excuse. Like,
oh yeah,
Let me just
it's putting up a shield
to a conclusion that doesn't make any fucking sense.
Yeah, where it's like,
easier.
yeah,
It's easier
let me deem all
to
these
understand.
people who don't like my show as one thing because, and I don't even have to read their
I can
fucking
disregard
reviews
their
or any,
their
right?
reviews.
Yeah, because it's an easy ass cop out. It's like being a Christian,
delete because I don't like what you said.
right? Oh,
It is a
God.
review.
Yeah, at least Disney isn't deleting reviews of She-Hulk.
It's true.
So that's cool. Like Amazon is literally deleting everyone's bad review of it. So
Yeah.
What?
Rings of Power.
Rings of Power. Yeah.
They said that they were going to put a 72-hour block on all reviews. It's been 2 weeks, and it's still happening.
Yep.
So,
Nice.
yeah. So,
And
anyway.
like, you can literally try to put in, let's say, a 1-star review and just go, oh, this show is trash, and it'll be like, nope, not submitted for hate.
It would literally get deleted. Like,
You can't even upload, not even deleted. Like, we're not posting it. It has hate in the message.
So we're not allowed to hate any things either.
No.
oh, you're allowed to hate it. You just can't write it.
You just can't talk
Right.
about
yeah,
it.
you just can't write it on the show's review page where it says, please write a review for our show. It has to be good.
You're not allowed to use Yelp.
Well, you're not allowed to tell me that my product's bad.
Yeah, we spent $700 million on this show. You're not telling me that it's bad.
Oh, I'm telling you that it's god awful.
I want to hear what Bezos' son has to say about it.
Facts, dude.
I really want to hear his.
Dad, you
his,
could not fuck this up. And then it flash
Dad,
forward
you
to the end.
fucked it
Yeah, Dad, you fucked it up, dude. The fuck, Dad? You're going to space too much. Should have been on set helping these idiots. Yeah, and have you seen what Elon Musk has said about it?
No, I did see something that he
It's
said something, but I didn't.
hilarious, dude. He literally the premiere day, he said, "I know that Tolkien is turning in his grave." I was like, "Oh,
Yeah,
I was like, "But you're right. You're
yeah,
right."
he's definitely right.
I can guarantee if that. I think the son just recently passed away. To be honest.
Oh no!
Yeah. I mean, dude, he was like 90 or like something.
Yeah,
like
still though, the show killed him.
that. Nah.
He kept seeing those trailers. He was, oh
No, you know what he probably did? He probably got another email from Peter Jackson being like, please let me have the Silmarillion. And he's like, you know what? I can't. Hearts goes out to the family and everything. R.I.P. Actually, I don't really know if that's true. I'm going to look that up really quick.
If he's gone.
Yeah, I hope not. Hey, look, the first thing that came up on my phone is Pornhub. Oh, I'm sad and alone. Is
On a roads.
Nah. I don't even. I think Lana Rhodes is overrated, to be honest.
Who's misogynist. Talk about?
Oh my god.
Who's the one you always talk about?
Emily Willis.
She's never heard you once mention it.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Oh yeah, brother. Emily Willis.
She's a dirty girl.
Mention that
I
last
don't
week.
give a shit, bro.
No, I'm
in
a good way.
Oh yeah.
Come on now.
Her, Elsa Jean. Wow. How the fuck you look like Elsa Jean, bro?
Not a fan.
That's crazy. You're not a fan? No. Fair enough. You know who I don't like? I guess is a porn edition of this.
We're gonna do a
episode.
porn edition 1 week.
I used to be really into like a Bella Danger. Not anymore. I just can't. I'm like, I don't know why. I don't know, man. I've grown.
I grew out of watching her porn to watch somebody else's porn.
You damn Skippy.
Taste changed.
Yeah, man.
It probably did.
I'm just not
Smell
into
probably
it.
changed too.
Yeah.
I think in regards to like just like porn and stuff, when like a girl's like super like sloppy and shit like that, I'm like,
I love that.
no.
I love that.
Bella Danger was like, I'm like, no.
It's too much.
It's
Love
gross. I'm like, dude, there's
Dude,
No.
you got spit dripping from.
oh nah,
brother, I'm here for it.
nah, I can't.
I am here for it.
To me, I'm like, this is a mess. I'm
I need
not.
to see that mascara run down your fucking face.
Okay. Nah, dude, I'm not
Going
into
in.
that.
Going in.
If we had a week that we talked about this kind of shit, I think we'd all have 6-pack abs from laughing.
Fuck that. We'd have
This is the week.
6-pack of
We're
hashtag
talking-
canceled is what it would be.
We're talking
Why?
the hub on 9/11.
Nah,
We
I-
should have one of them on here if we can get that. You know what I'm saying?
Damn.
That would be sick. I would legit ask like,
I watched the fucking Stiff Sock podcast. It's Trevor.
No.
Trevor Lawrence.
I don't know.
He's a
I mean,
comedian, and they're both comedians, and they had
like porn stars on and stuff.
they've had like 3 of them on, and they
That's
just,
cool.
It's hilarious.
Oh, I'm sure. There's probably wild ass shit.
Another
that they
one
talk
that
about.
another one that I listen to is it's 3 chicks, and they just talk about fucking all the time, and I'm like, y'all are some dirty girls, and I love it.
Yeah, I mean, hey,
Dude, it is hilarious.
That-
And I'm like, the stories that y'all tell is exponentially worse than anything that I've ever even
right,
done.
yeah, right.
And I find it hilarious.
Yeah,
And I
yeah.
find it so entertaining.
I mean, and to be honest, it's kind of interesting too because you don't really get to
You
see a
don't
lot
hear
of
that because it's not usually the girls that talk about doing shit. It's always the guy.
Well, it's either that or for me, I think it's interesting because it's like you get an inside look at like that industry of like what actually goes on, like not on camera.
Yeah, behind the
And
scenes.
it- yeah,
those,
because
those girls, they're just regular people.
Oh no, I know.
I would
Yeah,
say
I
none of
know.
them were even in the
That's what's wild to me is
Right.
I'm like, oh wow, like you know, I'm
So
not
it
just
doesn't
thinking
work
of,
out. You get stuck in a dishwasher or a dryer
right.
or under a table.
Yeah, so I just think that's pretty interesting, dude. Christopher Tolkien died at the age of what?
Not sure what is happening.
I don't know either.
Like everything just reset.
Oh, I think it was.
Camera just turned off.
Oh, it's back on. Everything just literally went and then back up.
Did the stream go off?
I don't think so.
No, we're chilling.
It's
Okay.
still on.
Yeah. So Christopher Tolkien died.
Your camera is frozen, Tyler.
His camera is off.
Yeah. Fuck. Okay.
We are having
Wait,
a
this
day.
is going nuts over here. Even know.
Dude.
I don't even know.
Hello?
I mean, I'm here. Stone's here. Tyler's perpetually frozen.
Stuck in limbo.
And Yeah, I don't know.
Stuck in a bimbo.
So many. What is going
That
on?
was me.
Okay. Even though.
Well,
Hey, down in front.
Hey! We back.
all
We
right,
back.
cool. Yeah, Tolkien's son died at the age of 95 last year.
Oh.
By the way.
Okay.
So he didn't get killed by that show. He never saw it.
Nope.
Thank God.
Yeah. So he's also turning in his grave.
Yeah, probably.
I think the
That
grave
also
turned over on him.
means- that also means that I think the estate of Tolkien now owns the Silmarillion. Which
So more hope that Peter Jackson can get it.
I don't think so.
Oh.
I with the shit that I've read about Christopher Tolkien and how much he holds that
Eld.
book, or well, yeah, but he's the one who finished it,
Right.
so it's like I don't think it'll happen.
In his will, it says, "Not for 100 years shall this be."
Probably.
Not until they
Never
have
let
good
Peter
enough
Jackson
CGI.
have this.
Not until they can CGI a wolf, right? Or a
Wog.
warg, yeah.
Good God. But yeah, She-Hulk anyway.
I guess the Twitch didn't like us talking about porn stars.
Probably not. That's when
Or
our
your-
shit
no, it
started
was
to
your
get
computer.
fucked
It
up.
was your computer.
Yeah, it's like, dog, don't bring up porn.
Do you know how many times I've seen this same video because of Tyler?
Yeah. Yep.
Yeah.
I'm not going to deny it. I like what I like.
Yep.
Yeah, let's go into D23 stuff about what got revealed and all that shit, and then we'll like wrap it up and shit.
Oh.
Yeah, it's like
Gotta
123.
bring up
Jesus
fucking crack
Christ.
streams here.
Oh wow, we have trailers. Okay. We
Yeah,
have
yeah,
two
that's
trailers.
why I was like, we got to talk about this
Secret
shit. It's gonna.
Invasion and Werewolf.
I gotta pee.
do too. So. Yeah, it's. We're fucked. You guys got to give us a bear with us because something is being.
Yeah.
Dude, is it? You know, it's probably one of the fucking USB hubs, as well. That's what it's plugged into.
Yeah. But Tyler's camera's plugged into a different one. Else. I don't know.
mean, Ty's cam's plugged into another USB extension that's going in there.
Right. Is it? No. Only thing that's in the extension is that camera.
No, there's an extension underneath.
Oh, that extension. I got
Yeah,
you.
yeah, yeah.
I got you. Well, this is working for the meantime. Okay, so yay!
We work.
Yeah, ours is fun.
Dude,
Werewolf
I
by
have a
Night.
hair in my nose that will not stop itching, and it's pissing me off.
God
Don't
damn
worry,
it.
I'm not eating bugs, dude. Yeah, bro.
Out of there. Let's see. Does this one work? Is Tyler's camera back up?
No,
No, he's still pressing there. Oh, that's
it's
hilarious.
gonna be the header.
Damn.
Hey,
Okay.
you're in your complaining face.
Yeah.
I feel like that's appropriate.
We'll just leave that like that,
Yeah.
and there we go.
All good. Yeah, let's watch this Werewolf by Night trailer.
Tyler is stuck in the couch, not a
Stuck
wash
in
machine.
Limbro. Not in a washing
Not
machine.
in the wash machine.
Not a step, Tyler.
Ooh.
Oh my God.
A step.
Jesus.
Tyler.
We need to start a new one if we have to talk about that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Big facts.
Okay. It's interesting.
Well, I think this is like their little thing that
Yeah,
they showed
it's-
everybody. Let's see it. It looks like it's filmed in black and white. That's cool. It is.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Is that Jessica Jones?
No,
It looked like her.
it does. Huh.
Like that stutter.
This looks cool, dude.
I'm not gonna lie.
Pretty interesting. Oh.
Oh my god. Brother.
Bro, you see the background?
Yeah. Honestly, I think that looks really good.
That looks pretty sick.
I like how it. Yeah.
Yes.
I like how it looks so old. I don't know what's going on. It's fine.
I don't either.
We're gonna act like it's
Stone and I are good.
Desktop
so.
audio is still running, so it's
Yeah,
okay.
that's all that really matters.
Yes.
Okay. So again, I think aesthetically it looks really cool. I think I like how it looks like an older horror film.
Yeah, they kill that vibe.
Yeah, 100%. I think it looks super interesting. Hopefully, we get a Blade cameo at the end.
That would be cool.
Cammy, bro.
Yeah, that would be.
It seems like they're hunters hunting, like a
Supernatural.
Yeah,
Should've just
or
brought-
or the
should've just
Witcher
brought-
type thing.
Yeah,
Witcher-ish,
Yeah.
huntery. It is cool.
it's like the Midnight Suns before the Midnight Suns.
prequel to the Midnight Suns.
Well, it very well might be.
That'd be cool. I'm down.
This is
Yeah,
also-
that's
this is
what I'm
also
saying,
A
if-
series, right? Or
What?
I think this
gonna
is
be a
just.
movie?
I
This
think
is, I think,
Halloween special.
Yeah, which
Yeah.
to me sounds like probably like an hour to 40-minute short. That's like one episode. What?
Oh, I'm just laughing at the fan hatred.
Oh
Right
yeah,
there.
yeah. Yeah, you gotta love it. Gotta love it.
Yeah.
So all in all, I'm very interested. October 7th
That looks dope.
looks like it's gonna be cool. We'll definitely report back once we watch it.
And
Secret
now-
Invasion, baby. Let's go.
That's what I'm here for.
Fury
Clark,
time.
Emilia Clark.
Emilia.
Emilia. Whatever.
Open the Bifrost.
This is Fury.
Possible.
This is 100% Fury. Right here. This is. Yep, I knew it. How the fuck did I know that?
Did you seen it?
I've not seen this. Damn.
Rizzle.
Done.
I love Don Cheadle being in this. This is cool.
Shit, G22, baby.
Oh, weird.
They're all the same. Okay.
Oh, baby. That looks good, my dogs. That looks really good. I think that's gonna,
2023.
it'll probably be in like February or something like that.
February.
Cool.
It's gonna be cool, man. I'm very stoked on that. That looks really good.
Looked pretty good. I think the trailer was cut well.
Well, and you got like A-listers in that
Sure.
series too. I mean, you got Samuel Jackson, you got Emilia Clark,
Maybe we call.
yeah, and you got Robin Scherbatsky in there from How I Met Your Mother. I
was
don't.
like,
It's the only character I know.
Maria Hill.
Sure.
What's her name in this?
Oh,
That's not her actress. That's not the actress.
I just call her Robin.
Robin Scherbatsky is the same person as Maria Hill.
Correct.
but
And what her actual name is, I can't pronounce.
Yeah, sure.
It's got a lot of Z's and a lot of what the fuck.
I forget what what that other guy with the gray hair, where he was like, I don't know, fucking shit. He was in Star Wars. He's also in The Outsider and all that shit. He's a general for the Empire and
Right.
But he's a really good actor. Woo!
Yeah.
And he always talks like this. Yeah, he's got like a kind of like a lisp thing going on, but it works, man. It works. It's dope.
Pretty solid.
Secret Wars, baby. Secret Invasion. Whoops, sorry. Yeah, that's coming. Secret Wars is coming.
And then you got
nothing for Armor Wars. We got a reveal of that.
more roadie stuff.
Yep, we got Fantastic Four. Finally got its director. I read about that.
Matt Shankman.
Yeah.
New World Order.
Which also, I've heard that Henry Cavill is gonna play Reed Richards or Wonder Man. One of the two.
Wonder Bread.
Wonder Bread.
Driving the NASCAR.
No.
Wonder Bread car.
No. None of that.
Ricky Bobby.
Cover the car.
Captain America: New World Order.
NWO.
Dr. Samuel Stearns reprising his role from the 2008 Incredible Hulk.
Love that. That's cool.
But who was that, Dr. Samuel Stearns? Is that the thinker dude?
It better not be. No. Stupid character. Don't put him in there. No. What is it? Samuel Stearns?
Samuel Stearns. That was my Kamehameha.
No!
Is it?
It is.
Vindicated.
Yeah.
I am selfish. I am wrong.
But I'm also right.
I know. I swear I'm right. Swear I knew it all along. Exactly.
Jesus Christ.
Spider-Man.
I can't believe
Dashboard Confessional, baby.
Yeah.
they are.
I am
and it's-
cleaning up so well.
Yep, it is the same guy who played him at the end of Hawk.
He
where
be
was like,
thinking,
"Eh,"
he be
at the end
thinking,
of
bro,
Hawk.
his brain.
His brain meats are working.
Jeez Louise, man, I'm not into that. But I'm just kidding. It's actually pretty sick. It's cool. I just hope that they don't. They gotta make him look cool.
Nah, they're gonna make him look like Moda.
Please God. Hey, how much do you want to bet that he's in the end of She-Hulk? I just read that.
Mike's about to die.
That was good.
Yeah, he
That was
is.
good because I just read that.
Yeah,
How
he
much do you want to
apparently-
bet? Like
he
nothing now.
Yeah, apparently he's making an appearance.
10 that he will be.
Me too.
We put 10 on that.
Yeah, I know he will be.
What if I just lied?
Ooh,
I just made
you
a
slide
quick
dog.
hundo.
What if they
You would
cut?
have snagged that real quick, but
Yeah.
you didn't.
I don't want to take your money, man.
They cut it from the show. It's like it was in there, but it was cut.
It's a deleted scene.
Son of a bitch.
Yeah, we got more information on the Thunderbolts. Bucky's in it now.
Yeah, Red Guardian.
Red Guardian, Ghost, Task Manager,
Task Manager
Yeah, what-
and Task.
Control Alt Delete, baby.
Control Alt Delete's in there. Yeah.
Florence Pugh's in it.
Yelena.
Yeah, and Lady Hydra and Agent 47 from Hitman.
Valentina Allegra de Fontaine.
I really hope we see Simo in this, though.
Simo, I think, is in it.
Yeah, just not on the
Seymour
cover.
what? Seymour
Yeah.
Butts?
Seymour Butts.
Seymour Butts.
Phil McCracken.
Yeah, so I think he is in it. Oh my crack.
Amanda Hugginkiss.
Good God.
I remember all those shirts.
Smokey McPot.
Thunderbolts. What do we got on Loki season 2, man?
You got
That's
it.
about it.
Mobius obviously is going to be in it. Owen Wilson. He
Yeah,
might have
yeah,
a jet ski.
Huh?
Might have a jet ski.
Wow.
Maybe.
I hope he gets his jet ski.
I hope he gets 2 of them.
Ironheart.
cool.
He rides both of them at the same time.
Yeah. Additionally, Marvel Studios Ironheart is added.
Williams.
Yeah, Riri.
I'm
AKA the
excited
Hood.
for that. I'm excited for that. It's gonna be cool.
Ironheart.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. She's gonna be super cool. I think she's gonna do good.
To make a determination after we see Black Panther, but
Yeah, we'll know more about her character and her motives and stuff in Black Panther probably.
Namor.
Ugh.
Can't wait. That's gonna be coming soonish, right?
Yeah, I think it's this year, isn't it?
Now we gotta check.
Which one? Ironheart?
No,
No.
Wakanda Forever.
Wakanda forever. Rest in
Wakanda
peace,
forever.
Chad.
Yeah,
Was it?
2022. I think,
November 11th.
Yeah, so that's
So
coming
we got
up.
Oh shit, it's 2 months.
2 months. To the day. To
Yeah,
the
to the
day.
day. Yeah.
Wait, what? How the fuck? I thought that
September 11th today.
I thought Daniel
Hey, Lewis.
wasn't coming back.
Who?
I thought that he had I farted. I thought that he had
That was a fart.
Yep.
I thought that was like a message being
Daniel
sent on your
who?
phone.
Oh, for the note dude
I was
and all
gonna
that.
say I can't pronounce his last name correctly, but it says it has him in there.
He might have a scene. Who knows?
Guess who it else has in there?
She-Hulk.
Chadwick Boseman.
Well, yeah, because they've got pictures of him in there.
Oh, I didn't even think about that.
Yeah, they had I know at least they have a mural and shit. So
Oh, I'm like, what the
Big
fuck? Did they
homage.
CGI his face onto somebody?
Big homage.
Maybe.
yeah, ugh.
For like one scene where like
Him laying in the casket. I'm just saying. I don't know.
That's a logical question, though.
I mean, yeah, it could be that. It could
Does
either
it
be
show,
that
like
or
a burial or like a funeral.
or maybe he dies in the ocean. Like maybe I'm just saying, like
He
maybe he
dies.
investigates the earthquakes in the ocean. And
Maybe.
he
Yeah.
dies.
Namor kills him.
Could be.
Stop saying Namor.
I mean,
Because I keep thinking Neymar.
huh?
It's
He's a soccer
Namor.
player.
Oh, that makes sense.
Messy.
No, he's
It
he's dirty.
might get messy. Yeah.
One other thing that I want to talk about, I want to get out of this Marvel hubbub, and I want you to bring up on YouTube the Mando season 3 trailer,
Oh,
por
yeah.
favor,
Sure.
and then we can be done.
Ow! Did you hear that?
I did.
Fucking
Holy shit.
elbow.
Oh my god. I read this article super wrong. I thought it said the Thunderbolts and Jack Black in Black Panther, and it does not say that. It says the Thunderbolts, Indiana Jones, Black Panther, Wakanda Forever, and Avatar: Way of Water.
Where
But
did
I
you
just-
see Jack Black?
Dude, I didn't see
Black
it.
Panther.
You know what it
Oh,
was?
yeah.
It was the Jones in Indiana
Indiana
Jones,
and then the
I
Black
just,
Panther.
Yeah, I just replaced it with
Indiana
Jack Black.
Jack Black.
Dude, oh my god. Wouldn't that be wild if like Jack Black was like, I'm Black Panther now?
Oh, that would be
The
hilarious.
uproar.
Oh yeah, probably.
That would be hilarious.
He
Though.
should,
It
just
would
play,
be.
he should just play Snail Man.
Odoc.
What's funny is that on his TikTok, he has a TikTok of him becoming becoming Captain America and like injecting himself with like super serum and everything. It is so fucking funny, dude. It doesn't look like it looks hilarious.
Yeah.
Like it's like a close up shots of him being like like that and everything. It's so stupid.
It's a Shia
It's
LaBeouf
like
video.
some
Just
special
do it.
effects.
Not
you know?
even. It's just like him jiggling on like the camera, and then he has like the where you go to like Walmart and get like the mask, and
Yeah.
it's like a super tiny shield and everything, and he's just in his underpants, like running around the pool.
That's fucking
So fucking funny, dude. So good. Yeah, so let's watch this Mando season 3 trailer. I figured that this amongst the other things that got revealed, but this was the only thing that I really wanted to bring up. Everything else I don't really want to talk about. I don't care.
Okay. Mando.
Mando time.
Mando and Ando.
Why are you pointing at him? Planet looks good.
So far, everything looks great.
No, that's the same planet that was fucked up. Yeah, tough shit.
Says you.
Well, the Forger is law, man. We saw that. Bo-Katan.
Dude has ranked up, man.
Yeah. Yo, hit 1580 real quick, dude.
That's good. Dude, how... Bro.
Bro, what is this? An Iron Man 3?
Oh, man, this looks sick. Please be, like, early next year. I need this to be in, like, February. Like, when it's cold. That'd be sick. What?
Bob and Frick.
Oh.
Show.
I love how he's sitting in R2's fucking...
I can't wait. This show has never been bad for me.
Not a single
Wait, did we get a
episode.
date?
Not a single episode was bad.
Come on. Oh, you fuckers. You did it to me. I'm excited.
Yeah,
I'm excited about that. Can't
always.
wait. Grogu. Probably going to watch seasons 1 and 2 over again before
recatch up. Well, you gotta watch that and then, 2 episodes of Boba?
Yeah, you're right. Yeah. What was that, 6 and 7 of Boba?
Something like
Something
that.
like
It was
that.
right towards the end, but not quite.
The cameo.
That's part of that show. Where's the rank? Where's that at?
That's part of the show. Yeah, so that's dope. I've heard that we didn't get a trailer for it, but I've heard like Ahsoka is like wrapping on filming right now.
Oh, that's good.
Which is cool. And I think that they casted another Jedi from Rebels in that.
Okay.
Which is cool. I'm into it. Still think you gotta make the cow
Ezra
show,
Bridger?
baby. Huh?
Ezra Bridger?
No.
I think anybody named Ezra needs to change their name.
Yeah, for real. Yeah.
Yeah, now.
Yeah.
Oh, no.
So
that
yeah.
means you're transphobic. No.
What? Because you said the Ezra stuff?
Yeah.
Yeah, whatever.
Cancel.
Fuck Ezra Miller, bro.
Yeah, it's just a
Cancel.
shitty human being.
Ezra Miller is
No-
a loser.
No gender roles in there.
Mando, super excited about it, dude. Think it looks really good.
I hope Sorry.
I hope some away.
When he made that thing, it just reminded me of Ace Ventura.
Yeah.
Away!
Do not pass go. Do
not collect $200.
Yeah.
You must be the Monopoly guy.
Can't wait for Mando, dude.
Recite that.
Yep.
entire
It's gonna be sick. I know that they revealed Lucas's new IP as well in D23. It's called Willow. They finally revealed it. I thought it looked kind of like trash. Not gonna lie.
Isn't it a remake?
Of what he couldn't get done back in the day.
I guess Willow was something that was already, and then
Yeah,
okay.
I think he tried to do it like with it being like animated mostly. I'm pretty sure, and it just
Tanked.
flunked.
failed.
So it'll be interesting. I mean, a lot of people are talking about it. The guy who plays R2D2 is like a main character in it, so that's cool. Which is also the dude who plays like all the goblins in Harry Potter and stuff like that. That guy. So
Andrew Serkis.
wait, what?
Just kidding.
I was like, what? Andy Serkis?
Just kidding.
Yeah, I don't know. So in regards to like all the other stuff that they revealed, I think they revealed something about the people who made like XCOM games. They're making a strategy game where it's based in World War II and Black Panther and Captain America are in it or something like that. But what's weird is that the Black Panther in it isn't T'Challa. So yeah, I don't know.
It's just another random person that tried to take the crown up.
I think it might be T'Challa's father. Yeah. Which would make sense because T'Challa, like, obviously wouldn't be alive in World War II.
Right.
So, but, yeah. Yeah, because Cap gets frozen after World War II. So, yeah, whatever. I don't fucking know. So they got that. They disclosed some information about the Midnight Suns game. I'm not looking forward to that. I think it's going to be shitty.
There's a game?
Yeah, there's a Midnight Suns game coming out, but it looks like it's going to be pretty bad.
Okay.
I think it same like so they had like I don't know if you remember, but they had a game out for it's called like Marvel Avengers.
Yeah.
It's made by Square Enix, and it's really bad. And I'm pretty sure it's made by the same studio.
Oh, I like some Square Enix games though.
Me too. Back in the day, it is. Well, yeah. I mean,
they can do good stuff. Then again, this is the game director. That's his stuff. So like,
Yeah.
that's why it's good.
Well, yeah. So it's like things like that where it's like, I just don't think
Marvel's just using their platform and
I
stuff.
think,
Yeah.
like I think when it comes to games, Marvel needs to stick with either Sony or like Xbox, and like, and in regards to like the studio making the game, like
Right.
if you had Sony making Marvel games, probably be a good idea.
Gotcha.
Just with how they did Spider-Man
Yeah.
game,
Spider-Man was
if you
good.
make every hero game like that, I think it would be fine. Like or like with Rocksteady did with Batman, the Arkham games.
Right.
Those were just, they're just top tier superhero games. They're just so good. So.
Beat 'em ups, but you also got detectiveness and shit.
Well, and
Well,
they, with the Rocksteady games with Batman, the first one, yeah, beat 'em up and stuff like that. But the second and third one, Arkham City and Arkham Knight, actually had a lot of really cool, interesting things that you could do with Batman in regards to like investigating a crime scene and stuff like that. It was, scanning things and all that kind of shit.
Yep.
It was really cool, really cool. So I think if Insomniac did like more games for Marvel and stuff like that, it would probably work out more. I
They
think
should probably do more games.
who?
Marvel.
Oh, well, yeah, I think they want to, but I think in regards to like what studios manage their games and stuff like that, or like make their games, they're having a hard time finding a studio that really like nails it.
Right.
Because Insomniac is owned by Sony, so it's like I don't think that they could hire Insomniac to do all their games just because of contractual type things.
Surprised they just don't have a game studio.
I think they probably are working on that, to be honest. Like, I think that their plan originally was going to be Square Enix making a lot of their shit, and then after the reception of the Avengers game, I think they were like, we're gonna rethink that.
Yeah.
So, we'll see what happens. I wish that people like Naughty Dog or
Rockstar.
Rockstar.
I can't remember the other one.
Bungie.
It's the people who make might be THQ Nordic or something like that. I forget what the studio's called, but whoever makes like things like Shadow of Mordor and all those games, like if they got like somebody, if they got Naughty Dog to do like a superhero story, it would be insane. It would be so good, probably. Because, all you would need to do is just make it like Uncharted, and it's just a superhero. Like, where it just tells one story, and you're golden. I think that was a door. Yeah, probably. She's probably like, hey.
It's time. It's time to go.
Yeah. So, yeah, man, I don't know. But House of the Dragon tonight.
Oh, yeah.
Join the Discord.
Yeah.
Yep,
hang out with us. Watch the episode. Tell us what you think. Tell us what things from D23 you guys are excited about, man. Because right now, Werewolf looks dope.
Yes.
Secret
Secret
Invasion
Invasion
looked
looks dope.
Yeah, Secret Invasion looks really cool. Wish we would have got a Thunderbolts trailer, to be honest. I really want to see what's going on with that.
Yeah.
I really wish Abomination was in that too. Not gonna lie, I think it's such a
It would have
missed
made
opportunity.
so much sense.
Yeah, it's such a missed opportunity, in my opinion, that they didn't put him in that. But what are you gonna do? It's a lot
Complain?
of CGI.
Yeah.
Yeah,
What are we
put
gonna do,
Wangers
complain
in
and then not hear anything?
there. Yeah.
We're gonna complain and then be called pigs and sexists
Definitely.
just because we're talking about Abomination here.
AKA the best part of She-Hulk.
Yeah. Yeah,
I really do wish that my whole the 7 pen pals thing was.
I wish you were right on that
God
too.
damn
I know.
it!
It was just some weird ass girls.
Emil Blonsky said to whatever
Jen?
7 pen pals.
Yeah, had the 7 pen pals, and I said that maybe that was the Thunderbolts Like he was saying it as a ruse to get out, and he was like, "I have 7 pen pals, and I'm going to be living with
there's
whatever."
7 pen
And it was
pals
going to
of
be the Thunderbolts,
Thunderbolts.
and it
That
just
would
turned
be
out
sick,
to
dude.
be 7
That
women.
would sick,
And it would
man.
set
That's
up for
missed
the movie.
opportunity, bro.
Yeah.
I'm not a comedy writer. I don't know what to tell you.
That wouldn't have been funny.
No, exactly.
That would have been logical.
Yeah.
Logical comedy is my
Now,
favorite.
again, now after where we're at with that show, I don't know if we're going to see him again.
I don't know either.
He's already broken out. He's going to go fight in the underground pits again.
Well,
He's not broken out. He's
free.
released.
Yeah, he got released.
He's released. He's fine. He's
Yeah,
chilling
Jen
with
got
his
him
7 pen
out.
pals.
Yeah, Jen got him out of the prison.
Are they just a bunch of weird girls?
Yeah, it's like when Charles Manson had all those wives and shit.
Oh,
Yeah.
so he was the cult leader.
We're Night Stalker, same thing.
Yeah, where women were like, "I love you." Like,
Why?
you literally will die if you're in a room alone. Yeah, right, yeah. Kill me.
Give me poison.
Me next.
Me next. Yeah. So
Oh, do me.
I'm excited
Abominate me.
Now, damn, She-Hulk and Abomination going at it. That would take a building down, brother.
Yep.
Just saying.
It'd be like Termite from The Boys.
Oh my God. Yikes. Oh God. Jesus. I saw behind the scenes for that scene.
Yeah.
It was
Did you Google search that?
wild. No, it was like a thing on YouTube where you could like check out, like it was with like Seth Rogen and everybody like
Yeah.
on
That
set.
scene is somehow on
Well,
YouTube.
They blank out the
Yeah.
massive penis that they built on set, but like, dude, it's so funny because I mean, like every
I
time
don't need to watch that.
someone's talking
That
like
shit
on
sounds
camera
hilarious.
and you just see a big ass blanked out penis, like it's like unfocused and shit. It's amazing. I was
Little
like,
Gaussian
what the
blur on
fuck?
that. And
Well, and it's people pouring out, I think, flour onto the ground because of the coke that termites in and stuff like that. And it's just them setting up the scene. It was really crazy looking. I was like, "Holy shit,
That
this is
sounds
wild!"
awesome.
it's wild.
It was really cool. But yeah, big old penis head right on screen. there.
Right on top of the microphone.
Yeah, literally. Yeah. So anyway, Mando, and
yeah.
everybody, let us
Oh,
know what
yeah.
you guys think. House of the Dragon tonight, and we'll see you guys next week.
Yeah.
Yeah.
See ya. Peace.
Peace.